cavity protection.
For 10 times stronger.
This advert is FDA approved.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resort. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castnet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Omni Basic Bank is for all. We've got what you need for your business and family. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank is for all. We are not just another bank. Whatever you need, you can count and call on us. Omni Basic Bank. Omni Basic Bank. Not just another bank.
Your family's health should never be a worry, no matter where you are in the world. Are you a Ghanaian in the diaspora, a foreign resident in Ghana, or a Ghanaian looking for the perfect health insurance plan for yourself or your family in Ghana? Then the Apex Ibusa health cover is what you need. A comprehensive health insurance plan to protect your loved ones. From hospital stays to life-saving treatments, we ensure quality healthcare at an affordable cost. Apex Ibusa health cover. You don't just send love home, you secure it. Visit Apex Health Insurance at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shashi East Legon, or call 0540-128-256 or 0501-683912. Apex Ibusiapa Health Plan. Global love, local care.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by UPSA Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. And Total Energies Total, we go the extra mile for you, which means we can now bring you the Joy Business Report, brought to us by MNC Properties, a member of MNC Group, MNC Properties, choice of class, and then Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature, and Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Akbafu.
Hey, morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm great. Should I tell listeners what you're planning to eat after the morning show?
What? No. You don't know what I'm planning to eat. Oh, but today's a holiday, and on holidays I enjoy Face the Wall. Do you know Face the Wall?
You're going to face the wall.
Do you know Face the Wall?
I know Kokunte, but I just wonder why they call it Face the Wall.
I don't know. Why is it called Face the Wall?
I guess
is it Waterproof? Waterproof said something. You know Waterproof?
Yeah, I remember him.
The comedian, yeah, he said that, in those days, when they dry the cassava, you have lizards, walking on it and everything. You have lizards, on the cassava and everything. So people actually, they feel, it's like, and I did Gianni crying here. So when they buy, then they face the wall so that nobody will see them. That's what Waterproof said, They face the wall, But it's nice, when you have kokunte and now the young ones say peanut butter soup. What you and I used to call granite soup. Yeah, and the young ones now say peanut butter soup. Yeah, you have kokunte and then granite soup. And you have the okra cut, and Charlie. Hey, my guy, why are we talking about food this morning?
Well, It's a Friday. It's a holiday. We're trying to take it easy.
Yeah, I'm going
We are making you hungry, aren't we?
Well, I'm already hungry, so that's not bad. I was asking Jojo to get me something that I have in the fridge somewhere in this house so that I can eat. But hey, this morning, lots of issues coming up. It's a holiday, but 42 new HIV infections daily.
I heard you read the stats. It's alarming.
Yeah, what are we not doing right? Who's at risk? That's a conversation. We'll find out more here on the Super Morning Show. We'll find out what we're not doing right and who's at risk. Okay? Now, also coming up this morning, I'm sure you may have seen the UPSA statement. The university says it's prepared to engage. But how are students reacting to this? How are students reacting to this? The university has also indicated the steps they took after the incident. We'll find out here on the Super Morning Show. But of course, our friends from Echo House will be joining us here on the Super Morning Show. They won the Agency of the Year at the 17th AAG Gong Gong Awards. That's the Media Agency of the Year.
I have an idea who the trumpet will be going.
You got that one right, I'm sure.
We'll be sounding it for them.
Yes. And Ghana Water is a shutdown has affected water supply to lots of areas. We would be finding out, what these areas are when you're going to restore water supply. And in the meantime, we get to engage you on how you're coping, with the shutdown and shortage of water supply. All of these coming up here on
There's a lot happening this holiday, right?
Yes, there's a lot of things happening. Even though it's a holiday, we're here. So once we're here, we need to excite you and make sure that you enjoy your morning. And so, what's it?
Somebody mentioned Agada.
Oh, well, okay.
which is very topical. I mean, if you go on social media, Noko prison, Noko fine.
She's been sentenced for defrauding by false pretense.
15 years.
Yeah.
Some people think it's harsh. Some others say, well, she deserves it. The law is the law.
She must. If she thinks it's harsh, she should appeal.
Well,
the state of our prisons is such that you don't even wish your enemy there. But when you have done the wrong thing, you must also be punished to serve as a deterrent to others. So I say, let the law work. The law is the law.
At work, yeah.
So if the law finds you guilty, sorry, but... And in any serious country, she wouldn't have been practicing for that long. Yes. I mean, she's been... In fact, in any serious country, her church would even be closed down.
You're hitting the nail on the head.
Yeah, I mean, you have his name is Angel. Daro, let's talk about the trumpet, okay? Who's getting it for this morning?
So we're doing it for Echo House.
Okay.
In the awards, yeah.
Okay, so the trumpet on the Super Morning Show is brought to us by ECG. Follow at ECG Official on all social media handles. Download the ECG Power app and go to ecg.com.gh for more information.
So tell us again what award they have won.
They won a lot of awards, but they won the ultimate. That's the Media Agency.
Oh, that's great stuff. Okay, Echo House. Trumpets. Good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, government to spend $1.4 billion next year in servicing debts owed Eurobond holders. Also, reconstituted Financial Stability Council chaired by Bank of Ghana Governor holds meeting with focus on stabilizing the financial sector and building buffers. Plus, later on the Business Journal, we visit Otarisu in the Eastern region where Legacy Crop Improvement Center is spearheading Ghana's smart seed revolution. We've got details coming up. Don't go anywhere. Happy holiday, everyone. Thanks for listening. Hello to our friends listening from Kofredi on KT Radio. My name is Darryl Kwao. President of the World Bank Group, Ajay Banga, has expressed concern over the lack of transparency in debt restructuring agreements between several African countries undergoing the G20 framework, including Ghana, and their bilateral creditors. According to Banga, the loan terms are overly complex, making it difficult for countries to manage or refinance their debts effectively. He stressed the need for clearer, more streamlined agreements that allow nations to restructure their obligations without undermining domestic growth and development.
called the Global Sovereign Debt Roundtable, which has the Paris Club, bilaterals, and commercial players all in the room at the same time. And 4 countries are going through the G20 Common Framework in Africa: Ghana, Chad, Ethiopia, and somebody else, Zambia. 4. You settle a level of agreement of how many cents to the dollar with the official creditors, and you go back to the private sector and they don't agree. They strike a different deal, at which point these guys don't agree. So you've got to kind of do it simultaneously. The second thing was you needed transparency of what the actual debt was. A number of the deals that were signed by bilaterals, including China, had confidentiality clauses in there, which prevented the countries from declaring what exactly were the terms of their loans.
You heard Ajay Banga there, who is a president of the World Bank Group. Now, government has announced that it is planning to spend $1.4 billion next year to service debts owed Eurobond holders. This was contained in a statement by the Finance Ministry after it finalized the third tranche of payment, that is $349 million to investors yesterday. George Rafi has more.
The $1.4 billion will be in the form of total coupon payment that will be extended to these Eurobond holders for next year. The Ministry of Finance in a statement also disclosed that based on the payments that will be made in July this year, that will bring the total amount that will be paid to investors so far at around $1.1 billion. It went ahead to promise in a statement that it will stick to the scheduled payments in the coming months and going into next year because of its impact on Ghana's credit ratings, investor confidence, as well as support for the local currency stability in the coming months.
Judge Jaffe with that report. Now, businesses and manufacturing firms have promised another round of price reductions for goods and products in the coming months. However, that will be dependent on the stability of the city. Samuel Agri is Executive Secretary of the Food and Beverages Association. He spoke on PM Express Business Edition.
The second round will come from government's own doing. As to how they are going to reduce some of the taxes and look at the ports that they coupled with the city duties that they need to bring some of the things down. Once they do that, automatically everything will come down the way it's supposed to be.
But let's hold these factors that the city maybe stabilizes marginally or appreciates maybe further this month as well. Are we going to see you guys?
It depends on the percentage that the city falls. It's happening that way. What is going to happen? People have no, or importances will have no increase. The last time I spoke on this program, I said, look, we should take it from twofold, the local and the imports.
Samuel agreed there, Executive Secretary of the Food and Beverages Association. Now, the reconstituted Financial Stability Council, which is made up of regulators of the financial sector, have held their maiden meeting with the focus on stabilizing the economy and the financial sector. The council, which is chaired by the Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Johnson Isiama, also looked at initiatives aimed at addressing legacy issues within the financial sector. According to a statement issued by the council, other members include the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Dr. James Aveji, and the Commissioner of the National Insurance Commission, Dr. Abiba Zakaria. Tax consultant Francis Timoboy has urged the Ministry of Finance to consider some critical reforms in the newly prepared value-added tax system to boost compliance. According to him, concerns of upfront payment and disparity in the tax system make it difficult for compliance. Speaking to Joy Business after a forum to engage some trade associations on the reforms, Timoboy welcomed the idea and pushed for engagement.
Normally, when you are doing reforms, there's a need to carry the people who are affected. You need to carry them along. It's interesting, some of the comments that they are making, and tells you that if you come out with a policy and you don't engage them, you are likely to face some challenges. So the unintended consequences, some fantastic ideas have been shared here, and I believe that the Ministry of Finance will consider those ones before they come out with their policies. One key thing that resonates with me is that the VAT system operates such that if you have sold on credit and you haven't collected the money, yet they expect you to come and pay. The question is, where do I get the money from? And if you sell to institutions like government, which takes maybe like 6 months to come and pay, you literally have to go and look for money somewhere at an interest rate to come and pay for the VAT. And these are some of the concerns raised by the traders. So I'm happy that it's coming up. We all have to, come together. Sometimes we ask them, what do they suggest? Some of these things are very difficult to answer, but I believe that now that they've raised it, the ministry will consider some of these things.
Tax consultant Francis Timoboy. Now, in the face of Ghana's persistent seed production challenges, one man is changing the narrative. Amos Rutherford Azinu, founder of Legacy Crop Improvement Center, is pioneering a new era in hybrid seed production with cutting-edge facilities and bold innovation. From humble beginnings to building a state-of-the-art smart seed business center in the Eastern Regional Capital, Koforidua, Amos's vision is reshaping the seed value chain, not just in Ghana but across West Africa. We'll tell you the story of Legacy Crop Improvement Center on the Business Journal today. In Ghana, one of the greatest challenges facing the agriculture sector isn't just poor rainfall or lack of fertilizer, it's the access to quality seeds and machinery needed to produce them. This has led to low local seed production, forcing the country to rely heavily on imported seeds. But in the quiet town of Otariso in the eastern region, one man is leading a bold movement to change that narrative.
My name is Amos Rutherford Azinu. I am the CEO of Legacy Crop Improvement Center. Legacy is a seed business entity headquarters in Legacy Square, Otariso. Legacy is in the business of seed production, marketing, distribution to farmers in Ghana, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Togo.
In 2016, Amos Rutherford Azinu took a leap of faith and ventured into seed production. Through his company, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, he pioneered hybrid maize foundation seed production in the private sector, a niche few dared to explore.
We are producing this seed because we realize that one of the deficits in our food value chain is availability and accessibility of high quality seed to farmers.
Legacy Crop Improvement Center doesn't just serve Ghana. Amos's reach has extended across the West African sub-region, fulfilling a growing demand for high-quality hybrid seeds.
Normally, you realize that other varieties are over 100 days, but if, for instance, we take our variety Legacy 26, which is a yellow maize, Pro-Vitamin A enhanced, it's 85 days the farmer is harvesting that variety. So even if the rain falls short on the way, the farmer is going to guarantee of some harvest.
Building on his success, Amos registered a subsidiary in 2019, focused solely on certified hybrid seed production. The goal: empower local farmers, reduce seed imports, and improve food security.
So for us, we want to make sure every farmer receive high quality seeds, and those seeds are climate smart, nutrition enhanced, and also the delivery had to be on timely manner. For instance, if you are a farmer, you are listening to me in any part of Ghana, you don't need to come to Legacy to buy 1 kilo. Whatever you are, once you place in a call or you reach out to us, somebody will get back to you, and within 24 hours you should be able to receive your seed. This business is actually regulated by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture in terms of avoiding contamination, processing, all those things.
Amos's mission has always been clear: to boost productivity from the seed up.
These are organic seeds. For lack of better word, let's say conventional breeding. These are not what normally they refer as genetically modified organisms. We are trying to bring the new variety in the system that actually the farmers will not end up using a lot of chemical to control that. So by so doing, which is exposing them to health hazard through those chemicals, and also by extension exposing our environment also to those chemicals.
From a bold idea in 2016 to a national agricultural asset in 2025, Amos Rutherford Azinu is planting more than seeds. He's sowing a future of food security, farmer empowerment, and agricultural excellence. Alright, from seed to solutions, that's our business journal today. Before we go a look at the markets, on the commodity market, crude oil staying at $68 a barrel. Gold increased by more than $15, open trading at $3,341 an ounce. Cocoa open trading at $8,101 a ton after losing $124. On the currency market, the dollar still going for 12 cedis at 60 pesos at some forex bureaus. The British pound at 17 cedis. The euro is being sold at 14 cedis 20 pesos. The commercial banks quoting the dollar 10 cedis 45 pesos. More news on our website, myjournline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues. Here's Winston.
Thank you very much, Darryl. Let's see the price of crude oil. Crude oil. Okay, still at $68. Has to go down. Whenever we talk about crude oil prices, reducing on the world market, you think about Ghana and you realize that we had actually, budgeted some 74.7 as our benchmark price for a barrel of crude. So that in itself means that we're not getting the amounts that we wanted. But you know, Darrell, there's been a lot of concerns. Now, the contractors have started complaining that they are not being paid. And there are some contractors, I mean, the last time I spoke to one person who says, for the last 20 years, the month has ended and he's unable to pay his workers.
Wow.
Because he's owed money. So, yes, it's good. The indicators are, picking up, but hey, we need to pay the people.
We need to pay the people, yeah. We need to pay them.
Let's stop this thing. I mean, we need to pay them.
Our mutual friend is listening, Ibusa Kakpo. He says, yes, we are not being paid.
Oh, okay. You see, that's true. The contractors are crying.
He says they are not being paid. And so, please, do the needful.
Yes.
People need the money.
Dr. Kasiala Toforson, release the funds. Pay the contractors.
Pay the contract. It's not fair.
No.
Really, it's not. It's not fair.
Okay, it's not fair. We need to pay them.
Yeah. Well, Bruce wants to say happy birthday to David Okine of Denicom Limited. It's actually from Bruce and Paul. They say happy birthday, brother. So if you're listening, David Okine, happy birthday to you.
Great. It means that we can have our inspirational song is The Praise by Diana Hamilton and Sofu QB.
Is Blazer going to dance to this?
He has to.
He has to. I've not seen Blazer dance before.
You've not seen him dancing before?
No. I don't know if the Catholic Church doesn't allow them to, but I know Catholics who dance, yeah.
Oh, they dance. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, Jojo, turn on this thing. Let's see if Blazer is going to dance. Let's enjoy this one. Anyway, that's the inspirational song for this morning. It's Friday, the 4th day of July, 2025. Of course, it's a holiday. It should have been on Tuesday. But under the changes to our holidays and everything. Now, if it falls on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, shifted to Friday. Anyway, good morning, blessed Sogah.
Good morning, Winston. And when you hear the song and you don't add the boom 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 boom,
the boom boom and the Pentecost feeling.
If you don't add that to it, it doesn't give it flavor. You see, like you don't.
Are you a Pentecost?
I watch from afar.
You watch from afar. Oh, I've been.
Observers are worried.
I used to.
Elder Winston.
No. I who very well. I was at Marley Estate.
I see.
So the Pentecost church at Marley Estate.
Yeah, right next to your school.
My school, Durham Memorial School. Yes. Yeah, that was my church. Then when I finished BEC, I decided to go for my confirmation.
I see.
Now the Pentecost church in those days would do baptism when you're 15 or so, but I did my confirmation at the Methodist church. Okay, right. So yes, like I keep saying, I am a member of the Methodist church because I was accepted into the membership of the Methodist church on the 25th of December 1998. Confirmation supervised by Reverend Peter Appiah Thompson.
I see. I see.
But I used to
some way somehow.
Oh, I used to attend Pentecost in those days.
Yeah.
The house of the dance, there's just one or two moves. The elders and the deacons and the presiding elders.
I think we should loan you to the Pentecost church. Yeah, we should loan.
My father was a Pentecost church member. My mother is a Methodist.
I see.
Yes. So I followed my mother. I went to the Methodist church.
Yeah. You are a son of the soil.
Oh no, if you go to Sakubono, in those days, the Mount Zion Methodist Church, when it started, we were holding service at the Bethel Nursery School around 1989, 1990. I was there. So we have come far.
We will find you. The church will find you.
Well, I'm still a member of the Methodist Church. I have not left. I am still a member.
Yeah, you are beginning to sound like Avenue Marking this morning. He says, that's for my bishop. This is my bishop. I know my area. I know my church.
Avenue stinks. Anyway, let's get into our Drive Safe campaign this morning. It's brought to us by John News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So you know what to do. Avoid all distractions. Keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible. Drive with your lights on. And that's how to ensure your safe arrival. It's a holiday. When I was driving to work, it was drizzling. So some of you may experience a very cold and wet weather. Whatever you do, please be careful on the road. Don't speed. My brother, my sister, it is better to arrive safely than to find yourself in the hospital. Okay? So please, as I keep saying on Fridays, if you want to go drinking, I'm not the one to advise you not to drink, but don't drive and drink. That I'd advise you. Okay, which means we can learn how to say it right.
Yes.
Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
You say either. I say.
Let's do a bit of a revision, and I know that you would get this right. Blessed. S-A-Y-S. S-A-Y-S.
Let me give it a try. Is it says?
Yes, says. Says.
Not says.
Not says. So it becomes says. 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 Says.
Says.
Yes, and that's how you say it right.
Says.
Yes, if you want to say it right, English is some way. Anyway, we all understand that. We all understand that English is some way, because I keep hearing people saying he says. Yeah, because
maybe a lot of people are used to that, but that's not how to say
also it. Right? Also because, it's a sound that is familiar, that we are familiar with. A. So A is a very familiar sound. A.
And the influence could also come from say, to say.
Yes, so
probably.
say is the, because it's the first, second singular.
Right.
Okay, and so you're confused.
Just to add the S.
If, for instance, eat is eats, so why would say become says?
Says, yeah.
But like I keep saying, that's the language.
The Queen's language
is English.
Or now the King's language, I believe.
Now it's the King's language. You take it like that. You don't have to challenge the
authority at all.
Authority in there, But for us also, because we go by what we term as the received pronunciation, written by Daniel Jones, particularly for the BBC, it was what was sent to the colonies. So we say that there's what you call prescriptive grammar or school grammar,
right,
and that's what we are used to. But English is moved. But don't say it right. We want you to learn how to say it right. So let's get into the newspaper review brought to us by Syntex Tank, Stronger, Tough, Access Bank More Than Banking, and Kel Chaco Toothpaste, Happy Smile. We're adding the online review to it because for some reason on holidays you don't get the papers.
Yeah.
So the online news review is brought to us by Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
And speaking about Zenith Bank, you can get paid smarter with Zenith Merchant Pay. Running a business, make receiving payments fast, easy, stress-free with Zenith Merchant Pay, the seamless solution for SMEs and also corporates. So with the Zenith Merchant Pay, you can now receive payments via mobile money or QR code. Bank transfer is *966# Zenith Bank USSD in real time. So also enjoy instant payment alerts and also quick settlement and easy reconciliation. No delays at all, no stress, and all you can do is to sign up for the Zenith Merchant Pay today at any of the Zenith Bank branches near you, and then you'd be enjoying faster, secure, instant payments anywhere across the country. Zenith Bank is working in your interest.
Blessed, let's start off this way.
Yeah.
Now, the administrator of the Minerals Development Fund.
That's right.
Is in the news.
Again.
Because this time around, the Minerals Development Fund, their corporate affairs department, has been clarifying issues. Before I bring you the statement, please listen to this. And then right after this, I'll share her statement with you.
Mineral Development Fund say you were act. Intimate act in Majumebia, including President Obia Yahweh of Ejumedia.
So Sector Minister Yahweh.
Why not say when you secret
in your movement?
They say when me movement, I mean country Obia.
Only not even the interior or
me pacho. Me say I'll not tell anybody until I finish. Me kon ma country say me kwa. Ebia men kaso no, ebia nko no edin ko. Oh. Hana krane me kasa o si okoha. Not in a bad way. Yeah. Thank you. Nyanko le me ambush nyanko kume. It will not happen.
So none of your movement be no Sector Minister Yahweh.
Me move vie de Yahweh.
Like okoye ni oye ni wi.
Exactly, because many intelligence are not tell anyone. Min can't robia. Woman me new move office ko ni pombe can't rob we catch media phone. Tini any media bebre ni omo nanten. Omo kra ne be ka first time now omo holding hostage me. I had only one prayer. I'm say rather me pouch. BBC kra memma ensem for no honka. Free said they didn't know where we go. 9 p.m. near Komo Yanda. We travel throughout the night. By 5 a.m. near our location. Ain't me beka for what?
The 40 excavators na way.
Me pacho samren na mini lobe. Ena me frefre ni esio watch. Ade eche na ka 7. Ehona tie ehonum na mini prosini no commander ne kokonto kwan. Enti we dia 7 nyan ne dia machi akosio.
40 excavators na. Ochi ya na wunya low bed no. Ade e be chi onya low bed o ko e free 40. Abana be ka 7.
Yes sir.
33 etimi free ngura mu.
Yes, enti this time now me call at the time no dia. Me the engineers call. Uniform and non-uniform, both military and police. Ekoi. Ena mesomeshe sheme. Fisa na no mututu etu. Na send omule ambush. Enti ya kono ye niema wie na engineers no some de track abon na maye na ye ntimi movie no musoso ehun se ye no factory na track anka. Enti omommo nimdie esi from no makeka na emesi.
7 away.
Yeah.
7 excavators.
Me pacho ye 8. The next number sa kwa kofa 2 account.
So that's Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisi Kote.
Yeah.
The administrator of the Minerals Development Fund. Now, Blessed, we have a statement from the Minerals Development Fund.
There is a statement.
What she said in this thing is that they arrested arrested persons with 40 excavators. So they seized those 40 excavators. Now, the next day when she went there, they were left with 7. And she says it's the reason she had to fight with a police commander. And nunti na many police commander kokunye no. What is the Minerals Development Fund saying?
Okay, it's quite a lengthy statement, but because she's laid the background to that indeed 40 excavators were unearthed, this is the position of the Minerals Development Fund. They're saying that they identified 40 excavators per the statement that were actively engaged in widespread environmental degradation. Now, recognizing the scale of illicit operations, the MDS staff took a decisive action, immediately halting their activities to arrest the pervasive destruction. Now, the MDF administrator subsequently liaised with the law enforcement agencies to arrange for formal seizure and custody of the machinery the next day. It must be emphasized that the Minerals Development Fund and the officers linked to this operation had a low or lacked manpower, actually, the capacity to haul all of these 40 excavators that we're talking about. So their point is that they unearthed or identified 40 excavators upon getting to the grounds in a conference. After identifying the 40, because they did not have enough men on the ground, they liaised with the police service to take official custody of all of these 40 excavators. However, quote, however, upon arrival of law enforcement officers at the remote site the following morning, it was then discovered that about 33 of them had been moved away overnight. So that's the position of the Minerals Development Fund, trying to state that, well, they went in there, they carried out the operation. In fact, I was part of that operation as well. And so what they did not have enough police officers. What they had were some national security persons and some members of the Ghana Police Service.
You are saying they didn't have enough police officers.
Right.
Did they have police officers?
There were some police officers, and knowing that these excavators would need low birds to be carted out of the forest, they couldn't do that immediately. So it's a case of, well, we've identified the machinery that was causing the destruction, except to say that by the time we had sent our men to take them up, then these people were out of the forest.
This is my challenge with this statement. Upon arrival, the team unearthed a fleet of approximately 40 excavators.
That's right.
Actively engaged in widespread environmental degradation. Recognizing the scale of the illicit operation, the MDF staff took decisive action, immediately halting the activities to arrest pervasive destruction. The MDF administrator subsequently liaised with law enforcement to arrange for the formal seizure and custody of the machinery the next day.
That's right.
It must be emphasized that the MDF officers lacked the manpower capacity to haul the machines at the time of discovering the illegal mining site. However, upon the arrival of law enforcement officers at the remote site the following morning, it was discovered that about 33 of the excavators
had been moved. Yes.
But you say you went there with national security operatives and some police officers.
Yes,
that
precisely.
is not captured in this statement. Now, this is what the statement seeks to do. The statement creates the impression that they actually liaised to have the police show up the following day. Meanwhile, you were on that team, and you have just confirmed to us that you had policemen and national security operatives as part of the team.
So here's what they did. As part of the raid, the initial raid was on the homes of the Chinese nationals who were allegedly engaged in illegal mining. So immediately we got into the community. These homes were the initial or immediate target. After arresting them, that team, obviously, they had the initial intent to arrest those who were equally on the side. So they took the Chinese nationals to the concession site itself, where they were doing their illegal operations. Now, having arrested all these people, you equally have the machinery, about 40 of them, and of course, looking at the sheer size of these excavators, and having to choose between the Chinese nationals who were engaging in illegal mining and the machinery that was there, you would want to first of all arrest the people. So the arrest was done. They took all of these over 14 Chinese nationals to the Ashanti Regional Police Command, because the initial demand from these vigilante boys who were in the community was that they would not allow the Chinese nationals to be taken all the way to the regional command. That's where they began to pull out their guns.
Okay.
So that's the context as to how the Chinese nationals were the initial focus of the policemen who were on the ground.
The team had policemen as part of it.
Yes, that's true.
And so which other law enforcement agencies was the administrator of the Minerals Development Fund liaising with? Was she calling for a backup? That is not what I get in this statement. And it leads me to the conclusion that this is after the fact. What this statement seeks to do is actually, because the administrator was clear when she got this, and she says, and that is why I fought with the police. Listen to this, listen to her. So how did she fight with the police if the police only were informed to show up the following day? If you ask me to show up the following day and I show up the following day, how do you fight me?
I don't.
No,
well, let me.
I'm coming. Because you've made the point that the police was part. The policemen are part of the team.
Yes.
National security guys are part of the team. What did they do?
Okay, that's why I'm giving context to it.
So they went to arrest the Chinese.
There was a decoy because even at some point.
Yeah, but did they accompany you to the concession site where the excavators were?
They did.
They were there.
Yes,
okay,
but I mean, looking at the vehicle that was even used as a decoy to this forest reserve, ordinarily these officers could not have done anything, because if you're moving in to pick excavators, then you would need lowbers, because these are huge equipment that you would need obviously a lowber to cut out of the forest. And I must say and provide context that between the Ninahin District Police Office and this reserve where the operations was happening, you would drive for about, I think, 40 to 50 minutes just to get to the heart of the forest where the activity was happening. So if you have officers from the command, the regional command, joining you in, excuse my language, an oven, right? The initial focus then was to raid the homes of the Chinese nationals, pick up their ammunition, the guns and everything they were with, and then subsequently reinforcement to do that operation. So as for the arrest, yes, officially you can say, well, we've impounded this vehicle, but by the time you would call for reinforcement, these illegal miners are so smart, so powerful that you may not find them the next morning. So probably they were outsmarted, if you want to call it that way.
The point is that, so the statement should indicate that the call for reinforcement, I mean, may have delayed, or by the time the reinforced team came back to the site, the excavators were missing. The truth is that if you don't have low beds to transport the excavators to, the police station or a safe place, and you leave the excavators in the forest, and you do not, say if you're unable to incapacitate them, or you don't put a track out, you will come back and not find them. The guys will take it away. So, and they know they are engaged in illegality. Even if you take the battery, they would put another one on it and they would take it away. But this is what I see in this statement. I mean, this is after the fact. The point is that there were police members in the team, there were national security operatives in the team. However, these excavators, 40 by the following day, were left with 7. Then we start a conversation about how we can, deal with the situation going forward. So for me, that's the most important thing. Maybe we'll try. I'm sure Sami will try and get the corporate affairs team of the Minerals Development Fund subsequently, because you have provided additional information that actually creates a bit of difficulty for their own statement that they've put out.
Well, I don't think it's a difficulty. Of course, if you have the benefit of going into the operation itself, and the equipment is huge. Winston,
see,
and
that's not in doubt.
We'll give some room to the security men who went with us, because this is a highly dangerous operation. They couldn't have focused on the equipment, knowing so well that you equally have individuals, Chinese nationals, some of the gun wielding guys, who were also there to deal with. So if you had an option in that forest reserve, in that bush where you don't have reinforcement, your initial attempt would be to accost all these individuals and charge them.
You know what?
So I think that was the initial focus.
Yes, you I agree with you. Yeah. The point I am making is this: simply, the statement doesn't tell me that there were police people in the team. The statement creates the impression that the police were actually informed to show up the following day. So my point is that if you had policemen in the team, the challenge is what the administrator said is the situation. There were no low beds. You can't transport them.
Yeah.
So don't come back and create the impression that, oh, that wasn't the case. We had arranged with the police to come the following day, and by the time they got there, the things, whatever it is, you had policemen within the team. Then once you don't have a low bed, and we have all said, don't burn excavators. Okay, we've criticized the former government for burning excavators. So that's not something that you do. So the administrator is talking about how to go about it. And that's why I say this is after the fact. Let's look at how to deal with the situation going forward. Okay, yes, the situation, and the situation for them as a government will say, oh, they were missing excavators some years ago, and they're missing excavators again. So what do we do? But I say the point is that if you went into the forest, seized excavators in the forest, and it got missing, at that point in time, they were not in police custody, they were not, I'd say, the Ashanti Regional Police Command, for you to say, okay, I put this in the care of the police, where are they? So that's what I'm saying. But I say, this is after the fact. It means that we have to go for the BBC News. It's time now for the BBC News. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
Today we meet the founder and CEO of Zscaler, Jay Chaudhry. He shares his journey from a small village in India with no electricity to quitting his job and founding a giant tech company with a mission to secure the internet.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
I'm Justin Webb, and you're about to hear Americast, the BBC's US News and Politics podcast on the BBC World Service. In today's programme, Donald Trump is picking yet another fight, this time by suing the city of Los Angeles. It revolves around the issue of sanctuary cities and LA's decision not to cooperate with federal immigration officers. That led to violent protests when immigration raids were carried out in the city last month, leading the president to double down on his policy.
People from gangs, people from jails, they emptied their jails out into the U.S. Most of those people are in the cities, all blue cities, all Democrat-run cities, and they think they're going to use them to vote. It's not going to happen.
Can Donald Trump win this war against sanctuary cities, and can he keep his promise to carry out the largest deportation program America has ever seen? I'll be back in 5 minutes for Americast with Anthony Zerka after the news.
Hello, I'm David Harper with the BBC News. The Ukrainian Foreign Minister says Kiev has been subjected to one of the heaviest night's bombardment yet. Andriy Sybiha said it would have been absolutely horrible as hundreds of Russian drones and ballistic missiles rained down on the Ukrainian capital in the hours after President Putin had spoken to Donald Trump. The Ukrainian authorities say almost every district of the capital sustained damage, with fires burning in some areas. Paul Adams is in the city.
A pall of acrid smoke hangs over Kiev this morning after a long night of bombardment. The hours of darkness once again punctuated by the deep staccato of air defense guns, the buzzing of drones and several large explosions. Damage has been reported across the city, with railway infrastructure, buildings and cars all hit, some by falling debris. Reports from Russia speak of Ukrainian drone attacks there, with a woman killed in the southern Rostov region and electricity knocked out near Moscow.
President Trump has hailed congressional approval of his sweeping tax and spending bill. He's due to sign it later on US Independence Day. Speaking at a rally in Iowa to mark the holiday, Mr. Trump said the legislation would create the strongest border and the strongest economy on earth.
There could be no better birthday present for America than the phenomenal victory we achieved just hours ago when Congress passed the one big, beautiful bill to make America great again.
The bill extends tax cuts to the rich and slashes health care for low-income Americans and funds tougher border controls and fossil fuels at the expense of green energy. Mr. Trump's predecessor Joe Biden called the package reckless and cruel. Hamas has said it is discussing the latest Gaza ceasefire proposal with other Palestinian groups and will submit its response to mediators once the talks conclude. The plans are believed to include the staggered release of at least 10 Israeli hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. Our Middle East correspondent, Willa Davis in Jerusalem, has more detail.
The expectation is that Hamas, who've been presented with an American plan which was hatched with the Israelis, there are things in there, there are details in there which will be of concern to Hamas, but also there seems to be quite a few things that addresses Hamas's worries. For example, a partial Israeli military withdrawal from Gaza in the event of a ceasefire, the resumption of aid through the UN mechanisms to northern parts of Gaza, and I think the key thing for Hamas would be some sort of guarantee that after the ceasefire is over, that there's not a resumption of the fighting.
Willa Davis in Jerusalem. The Pakistani army says it's killed 30 militants attempting to cross the border from Afghanistan. They were spotted in North Waziristan. The army said weapons, explosives and ammunition had been recovered. Pakistan's border provinces of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Baluchistan have suffered endemic violence ever since the Pakistani Taliban ended its ceasefire agreement with the government almost 3 years ago. World News from the BBC. Malaysia's national police chief says the authorities have dismantled a group using social media to spread radical ideology in support of the Islamic State group among Bangladeshi migrant workers. Mohammed Khalid Ismail said 36 Bangladeshis were detained in operation since April, and up to 150 others were suspected of involvement. Diplomatic ties between Colombia and the United States have deteriorated further, with both countries recalling their ambassadors. Washington acted first, citing what it called baseless and reprehensible statements from the highest levels of the Colombian government. Hours later, Colombia's president, Gustavo Petro, ordered his envoy to return to Bogotá. Relations soured in January when Mr. Petro initially refused to allow a US plane to land with Colombian deportees. President Trump has issued an executive order to surcharge foreigners visiting US national parks. Pressure groups have lobbied the administration to raise fees for non-residents to help improve access and amenities. They say federal parks need billions of dollars of investment to create new attractions, repair crumbling infrastructure, and strengthen conservation measures. Thousands of rock fans are descending on Cardiff in Wales for the start of the Oasis Reunion World Tour. It's been 16 years since Noel and Liam Gallagher last shared a stage, and the comeback has generated huge anticipation, as our music correspondent Mark Savage reports.
Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you.
More than 10 million people applied for tickets to see Oasis this summer, making this the UK's biggest ever reunion tour. People have travelled from all over the world for the opening night, and speaking to TalkSport last week, Noel Gallagher said the rehearsals were going well.
We finished rehearsing last, Tuesday. We've got a few days off now, and it's sounding huge. So this is it. There's no going back now.
No.
And that's the latest BBC News.
When you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out in your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out in your side. And when you dream, no say I never you. And when you hustle every day, anywhere I go, anything you do, I live for you. Anywhere, if I believe I live inside fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live inside fidelity.
After a long flight, Safari Homes gives you the peace to unwind. A short drive from the airport, convenient for all. For nature lovers, Safari Valley Resort is a hidden gem, surrounded by lush greenery and luxury amenities. A place where you can truly escape. Now for water adventure, Aqua Safari Resort has it all. Jet skis, canoe rides, kayaking, and a visit to the estuary. And for more excitement, Safari Eco Park is the perfect place to get closer to some amazing animals.
Visit Safari World in Ghana, together bringing you closer to nature.
Yeah! She was saying, get a Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste.
In one instance, the CSA and the Ghana Immigration Service busted a pig butchering fraud hosting center at the Nyamidria Estate in Tema Community 26. Over 400 persons were arrested from 8 different nationalities. We seized 4,000 mobile phones, 70 laptops, and 5 firearms. The CSA in another operation with the Ghana Police Service in Sogah, leading to the arrest of 11 suspects, including the gang leader of the group. I'm deeply concerned about some of the content on TikTok. Life, sex, and explicit material on TikTok is completely unacceptable and against our culture and our norms. And those were parts of the conversation I held with TikTok's team to have content moderation in country. I make you one promise. I won't leave tomorrow's meeting without securing a drop in the price of DSTV. That is a solemn promise I make to you.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Looking for a university that sets you apart? Academic City University offers world-class undergraduate programs in engineering, business, informatics, and communication arts. And that's not all. We now offer master's degrees in data science and cybersecurity designed to meet today's global tech demands. Learn with purpose and lead with impact on a modern campus with hands-on learning and international faculty. With over 15 student ventures created and graduates placed in top roles both in Ghana and abroad, Academic City University is where future leaders are made. Call now on 054-824-3844. That's 054-824-3844. Academic City University, educating future-ready leaders.
Do you suspect you didn't get the right amount of fuel? Do you have issues about the quality of fuel you bought? Or did you experience bad customer service at the filling station? Don't stress. The National Petroleum Authority, NPA, is here to assist you. Reach out to our call center on 0302-550-380. That is 0302-550-380. Or feel free to walk into our office located at Jowolu off the N1 highway or any of our regional offices to make a complaint or inquiry. If you experience any of these at the filling station, you have up to 48 hours to report it. NPA, where customer care meets excellence.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance rubbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680 884 or 0307 086 370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town. It's Friday!
Loving you, girl, no girl, only day. I do one more day every day. I need no one like I need ya. Oh no no. Loving you, girl, you get the pom pom share. You can know how I want the pom pom share. Oh, I need no one like I need you. Oh no no. Oh, so I body down and come my lover. Make a dirty you well with my love. La la la. I stay up on my bed, listen, baby, come on, good sin, no be passing, good sin, no be passing, good sin, alhamdulillah, baby, listen, good sin, baby, come on, good sin, come on, good sin, come on, good sin, alhamdulillah. After you, I'm on a holiday, now you dey shaking me like Faraday, oh, I know when I got you, oh, no. Maybe no need to shake it, bum bum so sweet. I go lick you like the tum tum, oh girl. I need no one like I need you. I do make a shower, leave you up in my over. Make a time in the because I know. If you ready with me, you go in my over. Me I go show you, say me no because I know. Nah nah nah. Say my bed, listen, baby, come on, go sin.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Find anybody na money I want be around. They hear what the people they love. Once again I shall kill it love. It's a love and I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love. Waiting you love. Oh, let me waiting I love. Waiting I love. I go do one without my heart. Go be vodka. Star money changer. Oh no 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 the ways. Star money changer. Just carry on with no time. Bad boy thing me I dey fine. And at the same time me I dey high. Almost stand out, calm down, you go dey fine. Like fine wine, no decline. Sing about it, extraordinary things. Show me love, I go show you more. Bó ṣe ṣe ọmọ yìí don déjà ṣégele mú fọ́ fàyè, yéyé. Ọlọ́dẹ máa ń gbọ́ mọ́ lọ, ọkọ̀ ìdí ṣọ́mọ́ lọ. Fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ jẹ́ kọ́ máa lọ, ìfọ̀lẹ́ ìbọ̀dì wọn máa
see whether no weather shot, whether slim, whether fat, whether light skin or melanin. Baby step in a circle and dance to the beat. Whether Angelique Kidjo, Monica Benedicta or Caro, or maybe Manjari Coco. Baby step in a circle and dance to the beat. Show body, show body, show body, my African lady. Show body, show body, show body, my African lady. Oh, bad body, honey, the two. And you dancing with the Richie Mecca instrument. My bass in the boom boom. You rolling with a rock star, no the boom boom boom. Shake it for your man, oh, Juliana. Break it for your hand, oh, Maria man. Shake it for your hand, oh, Juliana. Break it for your hand, oh, Maria man.
at this. Body so bad, make I speak Japanese. Konnichiwa, wa ginger the flow. Nana, Baba never seen that before. My love, try it for slow down now. Where you program that? How you get around like a pool dancer? The most sought after.
I know come this life to suffer. If I follow politician, you go hear am for paper. They go call am prostitution. Who no like enjoyment? If money dey for pocket, shebi na national budget. We go blow up like trumpet. Koroba, 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 koro. We a carry ya. Koroba, koro, koro, koroba, koroba, koro. We a carry ya. Koroba, 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 koro. We a carry ya. Koro, koro, koroba, koroba, koroba. Oh yeah, everybody carry ya something. He say, darling, I'm watching you. Small thing, you don't move. You come, they shout only. The money you know what for. Back commando, you carry overload. Yawade, Iboro, show wale, go wale. Koroba, 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 koroba.
Champagne for my pain, I stay in my lane. Every day is my birthday, wait till weekend. Champagne for my pain, I stay in my lane. Every day be my birthday, it be we did it. Oh baby, you know we outside. Yeah, yeah, we outside. You know we high. Oh baby, you know we outside. Yeah, yeah, we outside. You know we high. Body like a panda. The way she move it make a panda. Break it down, make it wiggle like a banda. I want to know what you put in the corner. Bouncy, 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 baby, bouncy, bouncy, ma. Bouncy, 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 baby, bouncy, bouncy, ma. Champagne for my pain, I stay in my lane. Every day is my birthday. Champagne for my yeah. Try what you not do if you're not the fair. I'm on the tell me to yourself, yeah. So come on, help me, cause I don't pray. Oh man, I don't pray. Come on, man, I can't stay for one place. For God's sake, my bed. Don't take my fear away from
Coffee in your cup, enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
My G cool down, don't stop. Time they cool down, don't stop. Plenty enemies don't talk. Silence, money, don't shout. Very soon you go pop champagne and a bad ammo. Machiliama, I want you. Very soon you go pop champagne and a bad ammo. Machiliama, I want you. Heaven, I wanna ride. Heaven, I wanna ride now. Heaven, I wanna ride. I want you. Heaven, I wanna ride. Heaven, I wanna ride. Heaven, I wanna ride. I want you. Get up, stand up, do your thing. Don't worry, you do your thing. Wele, sebe, who party? I found 3 months while I got it. Auntie, I'm afraid, send you a message behind Sassy. Near you, she behind Sassy. I tell you, I'm going to do this. Take on the balance. I pass on me, them. The fire still burning. So, but just your body. Very soon you go pop champagne and a bad ammo.
Coffee in your cup, enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
They spit on my face, so they block our way, so yo. Nah, me na shira, nah, she Me say what dream I'm ya. Me say me dream I'm oh. Na me na she die na she oh. Me say what dream I'm ya. Me say me dream I'm oh. Me didn't na buy a sido. Asido. Na 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 me. Me didn't na buy a sido. Asido. Na 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 me. Why are the bunny I'm fanche? Why am I bunny I'm in fanche? Don't you money that no one can say no, but to me on top of the battery. Could you my motor in my fashion? And then I'm from Ramesh. I'm on your man, who baby, I'm a guru, you see you and then. Yeah, me that she died. Ah, she oh. Me say what dream I'm ya. Me say me dream I'm oh. Yeah, me that she died. Ah, she oh. Me say what dream I'm ya. Me say me dream I'm oh. Me didn't have a how long will it take you? I don't know who to run to right now. I'm is opening every fire. I'm a safe, bouncy out there. What are we doing, my dear, my dear? I surrender you myself, myself. My hands are in the air. Only time we take a different step. What is the reason you do not have your own peace of mind? Are you having fun or are you doing this thing to survive? Are you taking the pictures of every memories of your life? What's the reason why we're still out here? Chicken give me one better thing or two. Make it a suit and tie, let it fly like you. So you the road you try on time my shoes. Is that you? What are we doing, my dear? I offer you nothing else. Girl, you don't get any issue. Then I go hold you well, and I go do anything that you wish. Me share my love, so don't pay me for it. No years that you wanna somebody else go
Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. Joy 99.7 FM.
Please don't give me trouble. You get me lama. This thing not be mama. It could be my lover. You make me like
Pick you up in the foreign. Bring it on what is on your mind. You're being it is a bunny and kind babe. And all that you promised to show and tell me no time or soon when I'm right here. You and I together, so we go together. See me pose no abia, now we pose here fly. Me say nah. Life in with you, girl, me love it. Dying with you, tell them forever. Lie live, we say me say nah. Diamond rings in your body, darling, come find me.
Oh, you get to me no more. This thing not be mama.
In one instance, the CSA and the Ghana Immigration Service busted a pig butchering fraud hosting center at the Nyamidua Estate in Tema Community 26. Over 400 persons were arrested from 8 different nationalities. We seized 4,000 mobile phones, 70 laptops, and 5 firearms. The CSA in another operation with the Ghana Police Service in Sogah, leading to the arrest of 11 suspects, including the gang leader of the group. I'm deeply concerned about some of the content on TikTok. Life, sex, and explicit material on TikTok is completely unacceptable and against our culture and our norms. And those were parts of the conversation I held with TikTok's team to have content moderation in country. I make you one promise. I won't leave tomorrow's meeting without securing a drop in the price of DSTV. That is a solemn promise I make to you.
I await the report of the H. Kwesi Prempeh Constitutional Review Committee in August this year, and I'm hopeful that their report will contain recommendations that will make our judiciary more effective and just. Ladies and gentlemen, history teaches us that where the judiciary is strong, society is stable. Where the judiciary is impartial, citizens feel secure. And where the judiciary is respected, democracy flourishes. We must protect our courts from political interference, economic manipulation, and public intimidation. An independent judiciary is not a threat to government. It is a partner in nation building. We need justices who are not swayed by popularity or pressure, but are anchored in the Constitution and driven by a genuine desire to uphold justice without fear or favor.
To the people of Ghana, we promise that we will dispense justice to all manner of people without fear or favor, ill will or affection. We also promise you equal justice under law. The journey for some of us up to today has been exceptionally long, but you never gave up on us. You kept encouraging us, praying for us and supporting us. You have the faith and confidence that this day will arrive. Finally, it has arrived.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I can picture this without you, my life.
Sweet Fanta Diallo, I know fit forget you. Ebezina, if I speak English, you cho, no walking. I don't want punish you, I want to punish you. If you see my baby, you go shut up. I'ma get too fine, I'll be makeup.
And that's Davido with You featuring Omale here on the Super Morning Show. I know you love this one, Blessed.
I do. Very relatable, isn't it?
Very relatable. Not the Fuji's one.
No, not at all. I mean, that's old school.
I get you. Yeah. What's the Ghana Water Company Limited say?
Well, the management there has issued a statement indicating that they would want to inform the public, especially those living in and around the northeastern part of Accra, and also the public in general, that water supply would be interrupted from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday, which is today, due to an emergency repair works that will be undertaking at the bone treatment plant. So the areas that are likely to be affected will include Dodoa or Yarifa. If you are within the Madina Denta area, Saliboche, East Legon, it goes on and on to Hacho. You have Agbogba areas, the Ashonman areas as well will be affected as a result of this. So all you have to do if you have any challenges beyond these areas is to toll free is 0800 is 40,000. So 0800 40,000 is a toll-free line. Then you can equally call them on 0302 221 8240, where you can report any other issue or challenges that you may be experiencing. But for now, those within Adenta, Madina, Shaliboche areas, you'll be affected as a result of this repair works going on there.
Okay, so you know the life moves very fast, and your insurance should too. With Glyco Life app, managing your life insurance is now as easy as checking your socials, track your policy, pay premiums, submit claims, and download documents all on your phone, anytime, anywhere. No queues, no paperwork, no stress. Just tap, scroll, and you're sorted. Download the Glyco Life app now, on the Play Store, App Store. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Yes, and looking for that car that aligns with your ambition, then Toyota Starlet, sold by Toyota Ghana Limited, should be your preferred choice for that drive that you want to do in comfort. So it's designed for those who crave for beauty, performance, and safety. The Toyota Starlet delivers the perfect value for your money. So the Starlet is a 5-seater salon with ample legroom to minimize driving fatigue. Rush to buy the Toyota Starlet from any of the Toyota Ghana outlets and showrooms that you have. You would enjoy 1 year or 20,000 kilometers of free service and extended warranty for 5 years as well, which will cover some 120,000 kilometers. So you can call Toyota Ghana Limited today on 0302 429 801 to 5. So you can do 0302 429 802 all the way to 5. You get them on that contact as well for more information. Note that terms and conditions to apply. Ghana drives Toyota Starlets.
And sending money across Africa is now easier than ever with PAPS now on your Fidelity mobile app. Instantly send money to Nigeria, Kenya, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Djibouti, Malawi, Zimbabwe, and Rwanda. Securely, affordably, and in Ghana cities. No FX needed. And here's how. Log into your Fidelity mobile app, go to transfer, select PAPS transfer. It's that simple. Whether it's for loved ones or business, experience the convenience of transferring money without wait or high fees across Africa on your Fidelity mobile app, or visit our branch near you. We're here for your journey. Believe with us.
We're going into that festive period because it's a long weekend. So many people will be having fun and eating quite a lot. But each time we eat food and sugars are trapped in between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. So brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your breath that protection that they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. So Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with pro fluoride and microcalcium ingredients. It's sealing those tiny and invisible holes that you would have in your teeth. So this prevents cavities and also keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. So Pepsodent Cavity comes in so many packs and sizes. They have the 175 gram big family pack. You have the 120 gram Jacqua pack, and they also have the 65 and 12 grams sachet, which is making it affordable, so you can always get what you want. Don't just use toothpaste and brush your teeth. Use Pepsodent that protects your teeth. Also remember that you can brush day and night. You have to. It's a must if you want to keep that oral hygiene. Pepsodent has been educating Ghanaians on how to brush their teeth for the last 25 years. So Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association, and Pepsodent is giving you that opportunity to talk to a dentist for free. So you can toll free 0800 161 000. That's the line to reach them on. You can also get Pepsodent at any shop near you, and Pepsodent, every smile matters.
And Discover MNC Group Global, your number one partner in real estate, minerals trading and export, logistics and food commodity trading. With their global presence, they connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. Trust them to maximize your value in every deal. Reach them on MNC Group at mncgroupgh.com. MNC Group, totally reliant.
It's mid-year already. Can't believe that the year's moving that fast, and wondering where to hold your media review and planning sessions or staff retreats to turbocharge your team for the second half of the year. Well, there's only one venue you should be thinking about. That's the Safari. Not apologies for that. Hey, Safari Valley Resort. Guys, please give me an opportunity to experience it, so that when I wake up and dream and whatever I say, I would say Safari Valley Resort. That's what it's supposed to be. So you just have to think about that green environment, serene environment, accessibility, meeting rooms that you have, capacity. They have the layout space, room flexibility, quality of equipment as well, staff, and first class ones, of course, that you can get at Safari Valley Resort. It's your first choice. So call them on 0596 914 394. Don't forget that Safari Valley is bringing you closer to nature.
You have to be there.
I have to.
You have to be there.
You know, so it will be my subconscious status. Anyway,
Ghana, get ready. Something big is coming. The African Institute for Mathematical Science, AIMS Ghana, is bringing the world to Accra for the AIMS Quantum Science and Technology Education Global Event. It's happening from the 8th of July to the 11th of July 2025, and the activities include Africa's first ever quantum hackathon, the Quantathon, and the exclusive quantum education workshop. On Friday, 11th July, 2 p.m. AIMS Ghana will host the world's renowned quantum scientist, Professor Jonathan Oppenheim, for a free public lecture at the City Conference Center, University of Ghana. Call 0243-317-275 today to partner or book your seat for the public lecture. The AIMS Quantum Science and Technology Education Global Event is proudly brought to you by AIMS Ghana and Quantum Leap Africa in partnership with the Open Quantum Institute, Google, the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, and the Ministry of Education.
Great. And there's a great opportunity also at Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your #1 supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. They are now introducing you to that online store for your shopping experience. So this will now mean that you can simply log on to kingdomstoreonline.com and you can purchase anything you want without physically coming to any of the branches near you. That's right, it's hassle-free. So they will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within reasonable time, and they offer delivery services within Accra and Tema. So they are accepting payments via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions to apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is the hallmark.
And I'm sure you've heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies. Well, let me tell you more about this premium fuel with this amazing 3-in-1 power. Total Energies introduces Excellium new formula, the additive enriched fuel, with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption. Thanks to the cumulative effect of its anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and detergent additives, Excellium new formula also lowers your vehicle's fuel consumption while reducing CO2 emissions. Charlie, you drive, sir. Experience the difference with Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
And we keep saying this on the show that if you have a tank and it doesn't have a tortoise on it, probably it's not a correct one. And so that's why you need to talk about water tanks and understand what's happening and know the secret to real water storage. It's simple. If your tank doesn't have that tortoise on it, then it's not a correct one. That's right, I'm talking about the tortoise tank. Syntex tank is the champion of all water tanks. It's strong, it's durable, it's built to handle the Ghanaian weather, whether rain or shine. Syntex tank has your back. So my people, you need to go out now, check out your tank. If it doesn't have that tortoise on it, certainly it's time to upgrade. So join the Syntex tank family today and enjoy water storage that's tough like a tortoise. 0244-335-169 to buy now, or you can also just visit any of the 400 agents nationwide, and you can also shop online. It's syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, tough, strong.
When we return after these messages, we bring you sports and your birthday messages. Stay with us.
Hello, Madam Eunice. Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
Please, I'm following up on my order.
The dispatch will bring it, Don't worry.
Hey, Madam, it's been 4 days. Aden, is that how you do business?
Oh, young lady, relax. The pressure is too much.
As for today, dear, I must get my package. Hello, Madam. Hello. Hey, she has hanged up on me, and I don't even know her and where her shop is. Oh, Erade.
Oh, sister, never send e-cash to any vendor you do not know or whose authenticity you have not confirmed. Davida, always make sure to confirm details with the vendor when engaging in online payments. Also, remember to make payments of your orders on delivery to avoid being scammed.
MTN.
Ever wondered what else your Standard Chartered Visa card can do? It is not just for taking money from ATMs. Your Standard Chartered Visa card is the enjoyment card. Use it to shop at malls and supermarkets and for all your online transactions. Book and pay for that overdue vacation online and win fantastic rewards like airtime, Melcon gift vouchers, and a weekend stay at a plush hotel and many more. It is the enjoyment card. So next time you're about to make any payment, let your Standard Chartered Visa card lead the way, not cash. It is your gateway to secure, convenient, and rewarding payments. Visit the 360 Rewards website for more information. Standard Chartered, here for good.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at the Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
And birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa. Get a quick fixed loan from Bank of Africa at an unbeatable low interest rate. Call or visit Bank of Africa today. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, strong as a group, as close as a partner. And it's a happy birthday to you, Mia Vita Utu, Edu of Ebri Girls, from your mother, Lady Minor. And she says she prays for God's blessings upon your life. Who else is celebrating their birthday today?
If you're talking about nations, you say the American people are celebrating their independence. Yes. So yes. Let's use this moment to also celebrate our friends at the American Embassy here in Accra. And they had a great night last night. I understand.
Good. Today is also the birthday of Omane Mensah Bonsu. And also Omar Farouk Ali Atipaga.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. Okay, which means we can get into the Sports Center now. Can we?
Yes.
And it's brought to us by
MTN.
Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app to go seamless today. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. And FPAC blows your pain away. DSTV, what an awesome news to share. Pay your DSTV package today and be upgraded to the next higher package for free. It's from now to the 31st of July. Dial *759 #APK. Okay. Let me tell you about MTN, because I'm sure have you ever thought about what true convenience means? Well, let's keep it simple. Convenience is finding easy solutions to everyday hassles. And speaking of easy solutions, have you heard about MCare from MTN and Med Pharma? That's convenient healthcare for everyone. Let's face it, being sick is no fun. Neither is waiting in long queues for healthcare. But with MCare, all that hassle disappears. With the silver and gold packages, you get to choose between 10 Ghana cedis or 161 Ghana cedis per month and enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and an efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with life insurance cover for hospitalization and death, and health insurance depending on your package. That's unbelievable, right? Now I ask, what's more convenient than this? Download MedPharma app to sign up to the silver or gold package today.
And just before we do sports, for many years you've put in that hard work to build what you have now, that business, that career, your savings. But you know what? It's now time to take it to the next level. So we know and understand that you have wealth ambitions, whether you're looking to invest, grow your wealth, or secure your legacy. We are indeed here to help you make that right move at the right time. So with Standard Chartered, you get more than just banking. You get access to the global network of tailored solutions designed to grow, manage, and to protect your wealth for generations to come. Our expertise and global network offers you an array of wealth and diversified investment opportunities across the globe. So it's time now to act on insight, not on hindsight. Let Standard Chartered help you grow, protect, and safeguard your wealth. Let's get talking today. It's 023 300 0041. Standard Chartered is here for good.
Here for sports with a lot of remorse because yesterday was very difficult for all of us. The AFCON winning Nigerian goalkeeper Peter Rufai passed away, and then the Portuguese.
So many tragic incidents happening in the sporting world.
And outside of sports, some of us were also very heartbroken when we got the news that Evangelist Mama Pat has been that verdict that the court delivered. We were told 15 years, is it?
15.
Yeah. She was given a lot of entertainment to some of us, and we're quite sad. So Mama Pat, we're with you in spirit.
You want to join her?
Oh no!
I can arrange that.
No!
It will be really fast.
I was hoping to extend an invitation to her and her family for the Joy Sport invitation.
Unfortunately,
yes.
She's got quite a congregation. Going for a funeral, everyone is crying. Oh, everyone is crying, and when you get there, say bye-bye you. You are on your own there.
Yeah, we're hoping to invite Evangelist Mama Pat and their congregation to the Joy Sports Invitational, but she can't be there. You can.
Yes.
So wherever you're listening to us from, just call your boss. Tell them that, you know what, they should log on to myjoyonline.com, download the Joy Sports Invitational form, fill it, and then submit it. There's a contact number there. For those of you who are tech savvy, you can scan the signed copy. And then send it to that number. Only that you need to follow up with a call and then remind Slavin that you have submitted the form. You see, the registration is just just 5K. 5K is somebody's monthly bonus or monthly allowance. So this one is no AEBI. Anyway, let's get into the Joy Sports Center. Good morning, everyone, and welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Victor Chitamaklu, reminding you again of this year's Joy Sports Invitational that's happening on the 9th of August at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. We're inviting every corporate organization and every group to come and register and participate in the Joy Sports annual corporate games. Let's start with club football and Kumasi Asante Kotoko forward Kwame Opoku. He is demanding more from himself after an impressive return to the club. He returned to Kumasi Asante Kotoko in December and contributed 11 goals in all competitions as he helped Kotoko secure their 10th FA Cup title, beating Golden Kicks by 2-1 at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Ahead of Sunday's game with Accra Hearts of Oak, the Kotoko centre forward says there is even more he could have achieved.
I believe I could have done better because I started very well, but after the death of our late brother Pole, we stopped for a while. So when I came back, I wasn't the same Kwame. But I have to cycle myself and then speak to one or two people and then regain my momentum and then started doing quite well as well. So that wasn't the numbers I wanted like last season. Like that wasn't the numbers at all. But I believe I could have done better or score more goals and then help the team.
That was Kwame Opoku, centre forward for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He's expected to start for them on Sunday against Accra Hearts, whose manager Masud Didi Dramani will be taking charge of his very first game as Accra Hearts head coach. He has got his eyes on getting the trophy on Sunday.
I think we try as much as possible to bring what we do in training and into the game. We come with the best energy, come with the best effort, and then try to put in a good performance.
Should Hearts fans expect a win against Kotoko?
I think when you do the right things right, especially coming with the right energy, effort, and performance, you don't decide how the results will come.
Hearts haven't beaten Kotoko in almost 3 years.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe this could be the first time, maybe. But we are positive.
Well, away from the President's Cup, which kicks off at 3 p.m. on Sunday at the Accra Sports Stadium, Hearts have got other issues to worry about. The Phobians are currently serving a transfer ban following their failure to honor a $70,000 obligation to New UPSA United in the transfer that got them Salim Adams. Head coach of the team, Didi Dramani, is hopeful of a resolution sooner rather than later.
That is why the PR work is so important all the time. That it is important to communicate the right information across everywhere so that everyone will appreciate. It's something that is in the boardroom and management. And I'm very positive that in the long run it's all about monetary imbalances that will be taken care of, and then we're hoping that at the end of the day the club is able to fulfill what their obligations are, and then they are able to get that freedom to do the business of the day.
Let's talk about women's or the Black Stars next, because Jonathan Sogah last played for Ghana in January of last year. Since then, he has not been invited into the Black Stars. The former Mediama centre forward says he has a lot of regrets over his continuous neglect by the handlers of the national team.
All what I've been saying is I always give thanks to the Almighty God, because He is the one who knows what is good for His children. So,
do you believe you deserve a spot in the team now?
That is what I'm saying. That only God knows what will happen in a second. So,
if you were to be given the opportunity again, I believe the next collab is in September. Yes, what would you do in the team?
Like the way I said, what I've been saying always is, when the opportunity is given, what Ghanaians know I'm capable of doing, I'll just do it.
What are you capable of doing?
I'm a go puncher, so I'm the beast. There is no beast anywhere. I'm the beast here.
You heard from Jonathan Sogah speaking there on his continuous neglect by the handlers of the national team. Let's talk about women's football, because the Confederation of African Football, they have increased the prize money for the winner of the Women's African Cup of Nations by 100% ahead of the delayed 2024 edition in Morocco. My colleague on the Joy Sports Desk, Lawrence Beidou, has more.
With the constant improvement of the women's game on the continent, CAF has also announced an improved prize money for the participating teams. The winners will get 100% increment in prize money, as they are now set to receive $1 million. Previous winners of the competition received $500,000. The prize money for the runners-up has also moved from $300,000 to $500,000. While the third and fourth place teams will receive $350,000 and $300,000 respectively. The 4 quarterfinalists will now get $200,000 each, while third place teams in the group will get $150,000. The fourth place teams in the group stage will receive $125,000.
Well, the tournament itself starts tomorrow at 8 p.m. in Morocco, when the hosts take on Zambia. On Sunday, Senegal will play DR Congo. Nigeria taking on Tunisia in their first game of the tournament at 4 p.m. Algeria playing Botswana. For Ghana, the Queens will not be in action until Monday, the 7th of July, when they take on South Africa. Let's hear from Black Queens coach Kim Lassie-Yokegrin.
Window is open up to 23rd, so it will be another like 6-7 players here that we can add to this squad. So there will potentially be some rotations for the future, but our strength is that we have so many like good players, so we can actually change to 2-3 players and keep the quality. And we still had a good quality. We are working hard now and you can see like the time we are spending together right now is actually really helping us, and it's the first time for me as a coach that I can spend so much time with this group.
So just to go over the Queen's schedule for the tournament again, the first game is on Monday at 4 p.m. versus South Africa, and then on Friday, July 11, the Queens will take on Mali at 4 p.m. again, and then the final group game is on Monday, the 14th of July against Tanzania, that time at 7 p.m. So that's the lowdown on the Black Queens and their participation at the African Women's Cup of Nations. Now, yesterday, former Super Eagles captain and World Cup goalkeeper Peter Rufai died in a Lagos hospital. He was 61 years of age, and reports had said he had been ill for some weeks before finally passing about 6 a.m. on Thursday. The Nigerian Football Federation president Ibrahim Gusau released a statement saying that his demise was a huge loss for Nigerian football. They saw him about a week ago, and he looked fine at that time. Rufai played for Nigeria over a period of 17 years and was at the 1994 and 1998 World Cups for Nigeria, having made his debut in 1981. Overall, he made 65 caps as a composed goalkeeper and won the AFCON in 1994. Also finished as a runners-up in 1984 and in 1988 as well, and was a first-choice goalkeeper across 3 tournaments. Yesterday also, the unfortunate passing of Portugal forward Diogo Jota was confirmed. He was just 28 years of age, and his death happened just 2 weeks after he got married to his partner of 15 years and leaves behind 3 children, with the wife reportedly carrying a 4th child. He passed away with his brother Andre, who was also in the car at the time of the accident, the car that has not been confirmed to have been burnt to ashes. Let's get some reactions on that unfortunate incident. And here's Eric Dyer, who plays for AS Monaco. Eric Dyer paying tribute to the late Diogo Jota.
Incredibly shocking news that I think has caught everyone by surprise, obviously. And firstly, just the most important thing is to send our condolences and all our strength and love to his family. It's very difficult to find any other words other than that. And I never knew him personally, but I know people that have played with him and always spoke very highly of him. So I'm sure he'll be very sorely missed, and it's also his brother, of course. So I'm just, all our love to his family and our condolences, and obviously they are the most important thing.
Well, that is Eric Dyer on that tragic situation, and we're now learning that Jota was advised not to fly back to the United Kingdom following that recent lung surgery. You know, he picked up that surgery during the Premier League game versus Chelsea in October of last year, so he was advised not to travel back to the UK because he was not fully recovered, and so he decided to go to the Spanish port city of Santander. So that's where he was driving to go to the UK through the ports rather than to fly, because obviously Liverpool will pick up on that if he had gone against the advice. And unfortunately, on the way to the ports, the tire of that car got burst. The police report says they were attempting an overtaking of another vehicle, and unfortunately both Jota brothers, Diogo and Andre, passed away. Our thoughts are with the family and the entire Liverpool family.
Exactly. Yeah, sad situation. But thank you very much, about Peter Rufai.
Yeah.
I mean, for a very long time, he was seen as one of the best goalkeepers. And kept for Nigeria so well. I was shocked when I realized that he had at 61.
61.
Oh.
61. He got exposed to the elite level very early. So I think his first AFCON was in 88.
Okay.
So you can imagine. And he was the first choice goalkeeper across 3 consecutive AFCONs for Nigeria. Went to 2 World Cups, won 1 AFCON, and was the starting goalkeeper for 2 of those World Cup appearances that he made. So as far as CV is concerned, as far as serving his country well, I don't think any questions can be asked. I don't think there can be any regrets about what he could have achieved or what he could have done for Nigeria, because he was as consistent as they come. And to think that, everyone has gotten used to the idea that he was fine, because the Ibrahim Gusau's statements, he said he saw him last week and he looked fine, he looked okay. There was nothing that indicated.
Some reports that he had been battling long illness
for a while. But the thing with a lot of athletes is that because they keep well even after retirement, unless the ailment leaves them bedridden, it's practically impossible to tell that the person is unwell. Or if it's one of those, like maybe cancer or something that completely picks apart your immune system, it's difficult to tell. But another sad story. Yesterday was we took quite a battering. We took quite a battering yesterday, and before the day was even over, we got Mama Pat's incarceration as well.
What has Mama Pat got to do with Peter Rufai?
Oh, she entertains a lot of she entertains a lot of us. Yes.
I don't remember.
Mama Pat,
the pastor has been entertaining you.
Oh, yesterday Daniel Cranton was in tears.
How?
Daniel Cranton was in tears the whole day in the news.
Hold on a minute. Let me just say that the Joy Business Minute returns on Monday. It's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts.
Because the entertainment value that Mama Pat brings to a lot of us. If you and this time I'm moving away from everything I was saying in jest into seriousness. If you look at the reception or the reaction to the news of that court's verdict, it has not been one of anger or hatred or a sense of relief or satisfaction that finally the law got here. It's been tempered, if you like. It's been taken with a very light-hearted feel to it. Everyone is almost making jokes about it, which is unfortunate, because we seem to accommodate and even have used the scriptures to protect the sort of conduct that we're beginning to see from some of our preachers. Some would even preach patience and quote the parable that Jesus gave, and where he said that allow all of the farm produce to grow together, and when it's time we'll separate the chaff from the grain and all of that, while others hold the position that when you see it in terms of its look and feel, conduct, the virtues that the person espouses as against their own behavior and the things they do, and you compare that to the provisions of the Bible, you should be able to make an informed determination, right? One led by the Holy Spirit, but also as a person of conscience. You should be able to read the room and look at some of all of these things that they are sharing to their people, all of these things that they are selling. Like
are you talking about
Mama Pat,
the woman who defrauded her church members? You should dupe them.
That's why I'm saying that we should be able to call out some of these things, right? Like when you see these things, it is not a matter of waiting to say, let's wait for the return of Christ before we separate the grain from the chaff. There are things that are black and white. Like when someone says they are selling access to the Holy Spirit to you, they have put a value on that and say they are selling it. You get me? And the whole thing, look, she has one of the most seamless transitions from ATR to Christianity.
Well, I'm not sure she was into African traditional religion. She wasn't. Mama Pat was, you see, African traditional religion. The religion of our fathers.
Yeah.
Every time when libation is offered, people like you who have gone astray, you are remembered. You understand? You are remembered in the prayers of the traditional African worship.
The priest and all.
Those people do not engage in those things. No. Within the African traditional religion, there's a recognition of evil spirits. And bad people.
And conscience.
Yes. In African traditional, you see, the essence of communalism in African traditional religion is that, unlike the other religions where salvation is individual, work your own salvation, in African traditional religion, salvation is the absence of poverty, old age, a lot of children. We must achieve it together. You understand? That's our salvation. When you grow old and you die, you become an ancestor. If you die through sick ailment, you are not an ancestor. So even during libation, the prayers are said to evil spirits so they do not attack the children,
the blessings of
of the children. So people like Mama Pat, what she was doing was engaged in some practice that cannot be termed as African traditional, because you don't go to a shrine, you want to go and kill somebody. No. In African traditional religion,
the parts that leaves me disappointed in all of this. For every society, there are classes of people, but in properly functioning societies, there are always regulations that checks the impulses of the West of us. There are regulations that check those of us who are vulnerable in societies. The fact that she had access to a national television platform, and she repeatedly was preying on people's vulnerabilities. She repeatedly was selling this idea, and people consistently were falling for it. And we did not seem to have a mechanism where we can check this kind of nonsense on radio. We can check this kind of nonsense on television and prevent its propagation. Was problematic. Just this week, there is a situation of another television station that felt, for entertainment purposes, it was okay to ask one of their guests to choose from 3 people whom they would kill.
How?
Yes. So while we remind ourselves that she represents everything that is against what we believe in as a people, we also need to look our establishment in the face. We also need to look at our law enforcers and our regulators in the face and question the sort of job that we're doing. And perhaps rethink the various instruments that we have, whether or not they are still fit for purpose. Because as society evolves, crime evolves. Crime assumes a whole different look and feel, because people become more sophisticated in the way they behave, right? So something that 8 years ago may not have been a crime today, if it is infringing on the rights of people, if it is taking advantage of people, if it is hurting the sensibilities of people, there has to be a framework, there has to be a certain aspect of the law that checks it.
You know what? This is why I miss Dampare sometimes. IGP Dampare. Yeah. Hey, I don't know. Look, part of our problem is that everything we overdo it. Today, our own profession, I don't know how to even describe it sometimes. Everything is about trending. I want to trend. So people will make comments just to trend. And there are some of us who love to be in the trends. They'll do everything to trend. So you ask somebody, whom would you kill?
Yeah.
Look,
and you know that the aspect of that whole conversation that shocked me was, so this person was asked to choose between whom they would kill, whom they would marry, and who they would kiss. One of the options presented to this person was a married woman.
Oh.
And guess what? The host of that program was a lady. She didn't find anything cringeworthy about asking another person if he would kiss a married woman. About asking another person if he would kiss another lady. And by the way, all of the 3 options that this person was presented with were all ladies. So you see, the final thing I'm going to say is this. While it is important, everything that I've said about law enforcement and regulation, sometimes as media managers, as media practitioners, as the journalists, as the host, we also need to be careful and develop a conscience and check ourselves every step of the way. Because some of these things, you don't need Quisitium to call into the show and tell you, my friend, you are fooling.
Yeah.
You don't need your programs. Sometimes you should be able to think just for a moment, step outside of your body, step outside of that studio, and ask yourself whether or not this thing should be permitted. It is not everything that we say in the name of, it is for entertainment purposes. The danger that we have is that, blogging is not regulated by any set of ethics. Podcasting is not regulated by any set of ethics or journalistic principles. So, unfortunately for us, we have a lot of people who watch podcasts, who read from vlogs, and think that question that was asked, that got the person some 25k views, is okay, is journalistic, is conscionable, and then they transfer that when they come to sit behind the console.
I get you.
That is the problem. So we need to check ourselves, and we at all times need to remember that there is a difference between journalism, hardcore journalism. There is a difference between that and then the blogging as we see it today, vlogging and all of its sister skills as we see. Those ones, nobody will ask you a question about ethics.
But you see, beg your pardon, and I mean, you make a very fantastic point. And so we must self-censure.
Yeah,
you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you go and sit on air and be asking these questions? And I get this all the time. You know, people want to trend. They want to trend. I mean, they want to trend. Trend and get what? Trend for the right reason. I am not against trending, but I'm against trending for the wrong reason.
Forcing it.
Yes, and look, it's the reason when I heard that your lady had been sentenced to 15 years, I said, oh, okay. Because of the state of our prisons, I don't wish anybody there.
Yeah.
I don't want you.
That's a whole other conversation.
But you see, first of all, the people are gullible. But taking advantage of people, that person is gullible. I mean, first of all, then you say, I'll double your money. Then you sack the person. Take his or her money, and then you say, go home, I won't give you anything. It should be a lesson. But I think that, I've said this thing before, people have disagreed with me. There's something that we must do. And because of the hypocritical nature of the Ghanaian and our misinterpretation of touch not my anointed, we have allowed a lot of people pretending to be men of God and stealing in the name of the Lord. Me, I would support any law that seeks to regulate that space.
Oh yeah.
Because there are too many people in there who are doing the wrong. Look, they're very good pastors, but they're very bad ones too. And the good pastors must begin to expose the bad ones, because this whole attitude and in fact, the pastors who went to even
show solidarity,
who went to ordain Mama Pata as a pastor, those people should be ashamed of themselves. Anyway, Charlie, look, let's go for a quick break. Okay, we'll be right back after these messages.
On the go, night or day. BBL is the easiest way. Bank secure, bank with ease. Right at your fingertips, bank is a breeze. BBL app making banking so clear. Anytime, anywhere, we're here. Safe, secure, banking for you. BBL app, simple and true.
Welcome to the future of banking. The Prudential Bank mobile app. Bank secure anytime, right from your phone. Access your accounts 24/7. Perform instant transactions. Pay bills. Link mobile money wallets. Scan and pay with GHQR. Manage your cards. Make seamless GIP interbank transfers. All with ease. No more banking hours. Take control and app your banking. Experience simple, secure and convenient banking. Download the PBL mobile app now. PBL mobile app. App your banking.
Small money day, big money day, where too much money day. Telecel Too Much Money promo drop. If you dial *500#, then join them. For the Telecel Too Much Money promo inside, you will win 100 Ghana cedis cash for the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis for the weekly draws, then 1.2 million Ghana cedis for the grand draw inside. That be 1.2 million Ghana cedis. You for just reload airtime, then get points with it make you win. Make you dial *500# or go the Telecel Play app top. Then book inside riders give the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo will be NLA where they regulate them for the Caritas Lottery platform top.
Always busy on the go. Tap the app, you're good to go. Big dreams, little time. There's a boat for you to ride. Every single time, yeah.
night grind. Work to home and gig to gig. Smooth and easy ride and vibe. Safety toolkit by your side. Use code Keep Moving 50 for 50% off your first 3 rides. Download the Bolt app now. Make moves with Bolt.
Still unbeatable. Republic Bank has slashed the city mortgage interest rate to a new low. That means it's more affordable to own your dream home. You enjoy lower monthly installments, save on interest payments, flexible loan arrangements, and more. Make the move. Own your home at a lower teen interest rate. But hurry, this offer lasts for a limited time. Visit any Republic Bank branch or send email to myhome@republicghana.com or call Accra 054-0109-649. Kumasi 054-0109-901 to apply today and enjoy a teen interest rate. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Massa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You go enjoy it. In my Brahmin chain. In my Brahmin chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit. You can pay school fees, even church tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
In one instance, the CSA and the Ghana Immigration Service busted a pig butchering fraud hosting center at the Nyamidua Estates in Tema Community 26. Over 400 persons were arrested from 8 different nationalities. We seized 4,000 mobile phones, 70 laptops, and 5 firearms. The CSA in another operation with the Ghana Police Service in Sogah, leading to the arrest of 11 suspects, including the gang leader of the group. I'm deeply concerned about some of the content on TikTok. Life, sex, and explicit material on TikTok is completely unacceptable and against our culture and our norms. And those were parts of the conversation I held with TikTok's team to have content moderation in country. I make you one promise. I won't leave tomorrow's meeting without securing a drop in the price of DSTV. That is a solemn promise I make to you.
Sogah Morning Show.
Are you tired of rising fuel costs and frequent service and maintenance draining your budget? Are you a transport business thinking of the best eco-friendly and cost-saving option for a car? Then switch to the Serial Nano 3 electric vehicle. The Serial Nano 3 EV is proudly marketed and distributed in Ghana by Anointed Engineering Services Limited. The sleek Serial Nano 3 electric vehicle, with its advanced technology and high performance, emits zero emissions because it does not run on fossil fuels. No need to worry about a charging station because you can charge your Cereal at home directly by plugging into the socket. The Cereal Nano 3 electric vehicle offers unmatched comfort, interior design, fast charging, long-lasting battery, and a portable digital ultra-silent genset for backup charging no matter your power situation anywhere. Visit our brand new and ultra-modern showrooms in Accra and Kumasi. In Kumasi, Asukwa, in front of the TAT yard on the Ak Mayanka Road. Call our hotlines on 0544 340589 and 0243 480 334. Anointed also stocks genuine spare parts and delivers after-sales services 24/7 for our Cereal Nano 3 EVs. The Cereal Nano 3 electric vehicle. Experience a legacy of luxury modernized. Cereal EV. Go electric.
Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payments, banking has never been this smooth. Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And you know that Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sale of ultra-silent, fuel-efficient diesel generating sets with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA at competitive prices. And for every generator that you acquire, you'll enjoy a 5-year warranty. They're also into maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generating sets. Their services include 24-hour emergency service, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental service, professional advice, sale of tower lights and rental. Locate their latest branch at Pokwase White House opposite Eco Block, and head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. They also have 21 branches nationwide, and they're into skills training. They have a training school that trains students in generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals and controls, and solar installations. They offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Call them on 0243 480 334 or 0540-109493. Anointed, the generator expert.
And maybe I should just steal this in because Boating Abraham has a message she's delivering to Irene Seriam Duglu. It reads that happy birthday to my incredible wife who deserves all the best in the world. I love you now and forever. And it reads happy birthday again. So that's from Boating Abraham Elikem. And Boating, you should be taking Madam to Aqua Safari. That's where the experience should be. In fact, Winston is planning to do a lot more there this long weekend.
This boy is going to look for trouble for me.
So you can experience the ultimate waterfront gateway at Aqua Safari. Relax in style and comfort, and let soothing sounds of nature rejuvenate your soul. Come and visit the best resort in Ghana, from luxurious rooms and suites to exciting water sports and outdoor activities. The stay packages are designed to provide you with unforgettable experiences at the serene bank of the Volta River at Big Adan. Therefore, whether you're looking for a vacation destination or that perfect riverfront property for your conference, your option should be Aqua Safari. 0800 110 190 is the number to call. Then you can also reach them on 0540 110 190 now and book your sports.
But of course, coming up on big stories this morning, we need to have a conversation about how 42 Ghanaians are being infected by HIV daily. So we're going to have that conversation. Who is at risk? What must you do? Big stories brought to us by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. Telecel Connecting Energies and Prudential Bank, truly dependable.
Now, welcome to the seamless banking with the Prudential Bank mobile app. You can perform instant transactions, link mobile money wallets, scan your GHQR to pay, manage your cards, transfer money between banks, and do so much more. So there is no more banking hours. Experience simple, secure, and convenient banking wherever you are 24/7. So download the PBL mobile app now from Apple App Store, Google Play Store, and Huawei App Gallery. Visit the Prudential Bank website. Alternatively, our social media platforms are within reach for more. Prudential Bank, truly dependable.
And also, there's another exciting opportunity for you with the Telecel Too Much Money promo, which is heating up 2,781 daily winners. They've already received their 100 cedis each. 23 lucky winners have bagged 20,000 Ghana cedis each in the weekly draws, with many more winners to be revealed in the upcoming weeks of the Too Much Money promo. So you need to dial star 500 hash, download the Telecel Play app now to opt in and start winning your bonuses and great prizes with the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Simply reload or bundle with 5 Ghana cedis and above using the Telecel cash to double your chances of winning. Remember that the more you reload, the greater your chances of winning. You could also get up to 1.2 million Ghana cedis. That's the one we are all looking forward to. So why wait then when, of course, winnings are calling your name? Get set and enjoy Too Much Money with the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Telecel is connecting energies.
So listen, guys, you know when Republic Bank says they're the one for you, they mean they're the one for you. And that's why they've reduced their CD mortgage interest rate even further to a new low. Now, in the teens. Charlie, that means you can afford to own your dream house or your next one for less. But don't wait. This offer is only available for a limited time. And if you already have a mortgage with your bank, you can switch to Republic Bank and enjoy this exciting deal. Visit any Republic Bank branch today or send an email to myhome@republicbankghana.com or call in Accra 0540-109-649 and then in Kumasi 0540-109-901. For more information, Republic Bank, we're the one for you. But let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show. Social media messages brought to us by Number 10 Liver Salt, a refreshing relief, and then EcoBank, the Pan-African.
And every day with EcoBank, you know that people do face different emergencies, police emergencies, fire emergency, and also medical emergencies. You name them, but many Ghanaians don't know about the exciting opportunity that comes with EcoBank's emergency number. There's one for you, star 770 hash. Yes, star 770 hash. That's the EcoBank money emergency number. With star 770 hash, it gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime, and data purchases, and so much more. So you don't need the internet for this. All you have to do is to pick up your phone, star 770 hash. No need to panic in any money emergency at all. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. So once again, is star 770 hash. Don't forget that. And when you dial that, you can get solutions for your money emergencies. EcoBank is the Pan-African bank.
Blessed, you know, this morning I was having a conversation with Daryl that after the show, I'm going to have my brunch. You know what I'm having?
Tell me about it.
You know, Face the Wall.
Hey.
Do you know Face the Wall?
Yeah, I do.
You love it?
I enjoy it.
Or you prefer that to fufu? Or you want fufu more?
You know, it's lighter on you when you take it. That's the advantage of it.
So you like Face the Wall? Ashita Maklo.
One of the first bonds I formed outside of my family was with a woman. She was called Antama.
Yeah, true. You are falling in love with so many women this morning.
From
Mama Pat to this one is Mama what?
Yeah, Antama. And you know, in the afternoons, you had to go and join the queue. Sometimes you'll be there for an hour and a half.
For what?
An hour and a half. Yeah.
Has so many
Charlie,
names.
the kunkunte with the granite soup.
No, these days
Salmon
it's peanut butter soup.
I see. Yeah.
It's not peanut butter
You
soup.
tell me, because you know
the name is still groundnut.
It's your
peanut butter soup.
Groundnut is still accurate with the salmon and the tuna.
Charlie, it's okay. The man is angry right now.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm going to be having, for brunch.
Remember your brothers in paradise.
Oh yes, my brothers. There's a belief that if your brother is full, you are full.
Yeah.
So when I eat, it's like you've also
On
eaten.
behalf of us.
No, it's not like no.
This is an African branch, definitely.
It's not like
it's an African one.
When you eat, we have. It's like we also no. When you eat, we also have to eat.
Tell everybody, Blessed, you're right. Kokunte when it's very light on you.
Yeah.
It's not like fufu.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, me when I eat fufu, in the afternoon, I can eat again. But even when I eat rice in the afternoon, I can't eat again.
That's it.
Yeah. So
you don't try anything else?
No, if I'm okay if I eat rice in the afternoon. But when I eat fufu in the afternoon, I'm able to eat again. I don't know why.
That's strange.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's strange.
So, but I love my fufu.
The only thing, growing up here and having now attained a better understanding of how my body and my digestive system works, I actually prefer taking fufu earlier in the day. Right, like brunch or early lunch. Right. Sometimes even if it's 9 a.m. or 10, I really don't mind because it can digest. I'll walk, I'll do stuff during the day, so it's able to digest by the time the next meal comes around. So, for example, if I take fufu around 9 a.m. and my next meal is around 5 p.m., that's okay. Or 4:30 p.m. You see.
But the Kokunte today is at 10:30 a.m.
We'll be there.
You don't know the venue.
No additives, no side attractions.
No, if you want to come and eat Kokunte, go and eat your Kokunte.
Charlie, you people are the news people. The UPSA girls, they were dragging. Have they explained it? Has the school explained?
Yes, the school has explained.
What did the school say?
The school has indicated that yes, it set up a task force, and the task force was supposed to ensure that the students dressed appropriately, but the school condemns the handling of the girl. So how the member of the task force handled the situation, they feel that is unacceptable. The vice chancellor spoke to the girl. The member of the task force apologized to the girl, written to her. The girl also understands that she should have dressed properly, and so the situation has been settled. And the university is going to be engaging students going forward on the dress code, and so that's the letter from UPSA. That's a statement from UPSA. Yeah.
So the suggestion is that the task force member was acting by himself, not under the explicit instructions. No, I'm talking about the manner in which he was.
The manner in which he acted. Yes, I mean, if you're supposed to ensure people dress appropriately, you don't go dragging them the way he did it, and the university condemns that. Yes.
Why the fixation on being that excessive in because my belief is that whatever information he was given, the task force member, is what he transferred, zealous or not. His instructions.
Well, some persons can be overzealous.
Yeah, zealous or not, his instructions will be that, because at this age of students that you're dealing with, I don't think you need to ask anyone to follow you. They will resist it, even for the slightest infractions. The more civil thing to do would be to invite the person.
Yes, and that's why the university condemned that.
No, I'm saying that the moment you put a task force to bring people
to ensure.
No, I'm saying that the moment you
adherence to the protocols.
No, the moment so the person has flouted the violation. If you're a task force member, the alternative would have been ask them to take a picture of the person, identify their hall or their details, and then formally invite them to the disciplinary committee. The moment you come and do, hey, follow me, or even if you don't touch the person, you tell the person to follow you, you are in that moment determining that whatever engagement the student has is not as important as whatever it is that task force member wanted the person to do. Because for me, it is one of two things. Was there a disciplinary committee meeting held in that moment for which purpose the student was being dragged, or the person was just simply being dragged to go and change?
So let me make a point.
Okay.
I get you. I get where you're coming from. I remember when I was at the university, there was this rule that if you miss 9 credit hours of lectures, you do not qualify to sit for the exam.
Yeah.
Now, there was this guy who was rewriting. So he had filled the paper. And he showed up one day in class, and Gogovi said, hello, are you also in this class? He said, yes. He said, I haven't seen you before. He says, this is my first time. He said, oh, this is your first time here? We are in the 3rd month. So you don't qualify. Get out. He left. The point is that if you drag a student in today's Ghana, the student will resist. Even in our time,
no matter of today's Ghana, in any jurisdiction,
even in our time,
in any period,
even in our time, the people who would resist. The point I'm making is that we can have a broader conversation about dress codes in our universities and all of that. But I say, if people sign on to things, I was telling the guys yesterday that in a lot of our university handbooks, we're actually expected to even sign exeats, inform our hall tutors if we're traveling outside the university.
Yeah.
And you're going to be
especially outside of the region.
Yeah, 2 days, 3 days. But many people did not. There are a lot of rules in our student handbook that many of us do not, adhere to. But if the university decides to enforce those, yes, we can talk about the manner of enforcement. But if you sign on to a policy that says this is how you're supposed to dress, that is how you're supposed to dress. At every point in time the university chooses to enforce it, we can discuss the manner of enforcement, but we cannot write off the fact that these students knew what they're signing on to. For those who go to, read law, when they go, they wear their black and white. If you don't wear your black and white, you're asked to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just take a quick break. I want to return after these messages. Our friends from Echo House will be joining us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. They were awarded the Media Agency of the Year in the AAG Gong Gong Awards. So they'll be joining us this morning as we celebrate them here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM.
Are you 16 to 27 years old? Employers aren't just after degrees anymore. Stay relevant. Apply to DTI, Ghana's top TVET institution. We offer cutting-edge programs like precision welding and fabrication, design innovation and entrepreneurship, with hands-on training to prepare you for real-world challenges. Join us and succeed in industries like manufacturing, construction and technology. At DTI, you'll learn by doing in a supportive environment. Be inspired by success stories of TVET graduates thriving in diverse fields. Visit dtiafrica.com or call 054-169-3534. Pick up admissions forms at our campus in Mimpasem, East Legon. DTI, wired for jobs.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Junior, your school bus will soon get here. Hurry up.
Mommy,
My hand is aching me and I'm feeling cold. Honey, Junior's temperature is too high and he feels feverish.
Oh, baby. So you didn't give him the Encamol paracetamol syrup that I gave you the last time?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Okay, you know what? It's not too late. Just give him Encamol and he'll be fine in no time. Encamol paracetamol syrup, a strawberry-flavored paracetamol syrup, and it's specially made for children aged 3 months to 12 years. It helps manage pain like headaches, teething pain, and fever. And guess what? Because of the strawberry flavor, the kids enjoy taking it.
I can tell from the way he's licking his lips. And look at how he's jumping around. Hurry up and go to school, Junior.
Yes, now you can get Encamol paracetamol syrup in all pharmacy shops. For bulk purchase, go to NK Pharma head office, Abelinkpe, or call 050-658-8315. This advert is FDA approved.
Do you want to study abroad? I present to you Astolinks International. They give professional advice on study visas to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and other European nations. They also advise on visa applications, general travel, and other immigration services. Call them on 0537 152 118 or visit them at 4A Pawpaw Street in East Legon. For more information, check out astolinks.net. Astolinks, pathway for success.
Hello, Ghana. It's a new year and Bill's Microcredit is here to support your dreams. If you're not working but want to start a business, don't let money stop you. With just your Ghana card, you can get a loan to turn your ideas into reality. Already running a business? Need more capital? Or are you a salary worker looking for extra funds? Bills offers fast and easy loans with no collateral, no deposit, and no SUSI savings required. Wherever you are, whatever you need, Bills makes it happen. Call Bills Microcredit today. Call 0596 920 833 or 0302 200 390 and get started. Bills is licensed and regulated by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
World number one Brown Hire LED TV and home appliances got mega up to 5,000 cedis price drop at all Electromat showrooms. First time to shop higher air conditioner, LED TV, refrigerators, washing machine, chest freezer, range of appliances at unbeatable prices on every purchase. Exclusively at showrooms. Rush now while stock lasts. Check our website and social media pages for more details. Electromat, your world of electronics.
Coffee in your cup, enjoy on the sets. The Super Morning Show is always the best. And enjoy 99.7 FM.
And when I step in, I'll be right on time. I hope you're ready, we go jam all night. In any weather, whether rain or shine. You go and paza, paza. You better on your hazard. And that the money don't matter, because the party don't scatter. You go and paza, paza. You better on your hazard. And now the money don't matter, because the party don't scatter. To them how them celebrate, celebrate tonight, celebrate tonight, celebrate tonight. To them how them celebrate, celebrate tonight, celebrate you, celebrate.
We got the party on fire, we'll never ever stop, no never. We don't travel, we don't need no visa. From Lagos down to Alaka, oh Medina,
forget, say I get problem. By the end of the night, enter bathroom, fresh up. I want to flex my love, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a woman, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. Die woo, oh die woo, yeah, oh die woo, die woo, oh die woo, yeah, oh die woo, die woo, oh die woo, yeah, oh die woo, die woo, oh die woo, yeah, oh die woo. Who the f*** is your bestie? Danny bro, eh. You don't want to find my trouble. Enter bathroom, fresh up. Shit, I mean you come through when your heartbreak, push and shit, heartbreak. That mean it bite dinner for your man then. Enter bathroom, fresh up. I want to flex my love, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a woman, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. Die woo, oh die woo, yeah, oh die woo, die woo, oh die woo.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I do you well, oh my love, but you play me through my heart for God. Oh my love, no, yeah. I used to follow body, when other guys are touching body, you can pack and go. Yeah, you think that you stay on top. I do plenty, donkey, dog for you, oh my love. No, yeah, I used to follow body, when other guys are touching body, you can pack and go. You can pack and go if you need me.
And it's all live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And before the break, I told you I'll be joined by our friends from Echo House. We also have the Executive Director of the Advertising Association of Ghana, because they organized the Gongon Awards, where Echo House, emerged the Media Agency of the Year. We're celebrating them today. And Francis Dazi, who is a former Executive Director of the Advertising Association of Ghana, is a marketing consultant, and most importantly, President UPSA Global Alumni Association, is also joining us. He was celebrated on the night. Mr. Dazi, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. Okay. Hello, Francis Dazi. Can you hear me? Good morning.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, we'll try and reach out to Francis shortly. But if you're looking for a little more in life without spending more, I get it, because every city counts. And that's why I want to share something that's really made a difference for me. The ABSA Bapa account is designed for people like us, those who work hard and deserve more for less. And here's what I get with my ABSA Bapa account: a free GH-Link card, access to loans up to 50,000 Ghana cedis when I need help, high interest on savings, free SMS alert to track every peso I spend, seamless mobile and online banking, no need to join long queues, and many more. And the best part, it's simple to open. If you're looking for more value, more peace of mind, and more control over your money, then ABSA Bapa is just the account for you. Open your account today and get more. T's and C's apply. Your story matters. ABSA. But if you're thinking of going solar, okay, let me introduce Israel Lai, who's Executive Head, Influencer Africa. Good morning, Israel. Good morning, Ike Kujo.
Good morning.
Once I talk about solar, I mean, I know that our charts come to mind.
Oh yes.
Why is he an agent of solar company?
Oh no, I'm
an advocate.
Right. Okay.
And I've been into it for a
while. Yes.
He wants me to go solar, and I will go solar. So I need to talk to Optima Solar Systems, because if you want to keep your lights on even when the grid goes off, it's time to power your life the smart way with Optima Solar Systems, your trusted expert in solar energy solutions, from solar panel installations to lithium battery systems, solar water heaters, solar water pumps, and even solar powered CCTV. Optima Solar has you covered with reliable, eco-friendly technology built for the Ghanaian living. And here's the best part: we don't just install and disappear. Optimal Solar provides ongoing maintenance and repairs, so your system runs smoothly year-round. And that is not all. They offer comprehensive solar insurance against theft, fire, flood, and other perils. They have flexible payment plans available subject to status. So whether it's your home, farm, or business, reduce your electricity bills, increase your energy independence, and make a positive impact on the environment. Call them now on 0303 960134 or 0505-023472. Visit them online. That's optimasolarsystems.com, and follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Optima Solar GH. Optima Solar System. The future is bright. The future is solar. Good morning, Francis Dazi. If you can hear me, I hope you're doing well.
Yes, I'm good. Just now. Thank you for having me.
Oh, great. I hope you're doing very well. Everything is going on well with you.
Yes, God is on our side. So, we are doing it.
And congratulations on, your celebration there over the weekend. I believe that you're doing very well. You have finally settled in and you're enjoying your retirement.
Well, retirement is a condition of mine, but I'm still working. As you know.
It is.
We're still working. Anyway, let's get into it. And let me start off with you, Kujo. First of all, it would be important for us to understand, the Gong Gong Awards, what it's all about and what it does before we get into celebrating Echo House.
So the Gong Gong has been here for a long time, about 2 decades. Mr. Dazi started this when he was in my position.
Yes. And you took over from Mr.
Dazi. Yes, and I was telling before we came on air that he's really served this industry very well. But Gong Gong was started to celebrate creativity excellence, and also to encourage competitive creativity amongst the agencies, and to bring to the fore the creative innovation, disruptive abilities of these creative agencies and how they build brands, local brands, global brands. Nobody knows them. Yesterday I was talking to somebody at the gym about the agencies, and they said, I don't know the agencies. And I said, well, because nobody talks about them. But all these adverts you see that make you buy products, are created by these agencies. And so we take the time once a year to celebrate them, for their good work, those who stand behind the camera, those who ideate, those who bring the ideas, those who strategize and all of that, so we can celebrate them. And also to foster competition among the industry and increase, the level of effectiveness within the creative industry. So it's like a barometer, measuring and also rewarding. That's what Gongo is about.
Okay, that's great. And before I get to Israel, I want us to, beg your pardon, talk to Mr. Dazi a little bit because, I've seen the citation, which was from AAG. Tell us about that before we get to speak to Mr. Dazi.
We could have written 5 pages, right? Yeah, but we had to crystallize everything into that 1 page. So if you look at what Mr. Dazi has done over 25 years, influencing this industry, leading, and most of these MDs and CEOs now you see, leading agencies now pass through his hands in terms of training, because that's one of the things that Advertising Association of Ghana does. We train, we lead the industry in terms of policy, in terms of excellence, in terms of new trends and things like that. And he had been there, training people, and so we had to reward him. He retired, I think, last 2 years when I took over. We were looking for the best opportunity to do that, and because Gong Gong has been his baby, we thought that we should wait till Gong Gong comes back. We had been on break intentionally for 2 years to restructure Gong Gong, so we said if we're coming back, this is opportunity, this is the platform, and we had to honor him.
So he's talking about maybe writing 5 pages for Francis Dazi. But look, Francis Dazi, for as long as AG has existed, all I've known is Francis Dazi's age.
Yeah, because it's been there for 25 years.
Oh yes,
the image. More than that, more than 25.
And one of the when he was called up, and he made reference to the fact that the TV3 Group CEO, Media General Group CEO Beatrice, he said when he was executive director, Beatrice was a reporter.
We're all reporters. We're here. We are
myself and virtually everybody. So yes, he's really served his time. If they were to write, probably I would say they should write like an encyclopedia for him or something.
Okay.
I believe he should be writing a book or something. Let's
ask him. He's here with us. So, Mr. Dazi, sorry, we've been discussing you, but you're here with us. So maybe we bring you into the discussion. The fact that, how is the feeling? You've been there. You started this award 25 years of service. I mean, I want to understand how you're able to stay at one place with them for 25 years.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Listen, see, I had a personal vision, not to go after money and things like that, but try to make an impact. So I left GBT, which I've been there for almost 10 years, and then joined the Advertising Association of Ghana on the same salary from GBC.
Oh, okay.
My vision was to make an impact and make a difference. So I was not moved by, I had opportunities, but I said no. With this industry, when I read around, I traveled all over the US, other places to see how the Advertising Association was structured. I went to South Africa, the AAA school, and things like that. I realized that there were gaps. And my vision was to build the next generation of advertising practitioners. Because when I came in, Big, Otanka, Tobo Mensa, and Okodio, and they were around. They were all around, but I felt that there was a need to have a system and a process to train the next generation of advertising practitioners. And so therefore, I had to be consistent, I had to be focused, and then I had to make sure that we bring the best practice and the regulations, but there were no regulations. So I had to bring in regulations, standards, work with the standards board to bring the outdoor advertising regulations. I also work with the Food and Drug Authority to ensure that the AAG has a seat on their vetting committee for outdoor, and then radio advertising, TV advertising, that we were part of enforcing the regulations that they have put in place. Because there are a lot of challenges with the understanding of their concept and the reasoning behind why we crafted some of our adverts. So people send their adverts for vetting and they are rejected. So we have to convince them to give us a feedback. Then we have the assembly also making decisions or taking decisions without consulting us as stakeholders in terms of their permit fees and regulations. So we also have to go in there and try to engage them to understand that they cannot do some of these things without being the stakeholders. So that's why we have come. Well, we introduced Sogah because I went to the Cars Lions, led a team there, and then realized that we could also replicate some of their work here to recognize our creatives and the agencies, because the BMG was just was giving awards to clients, and they were leaving out our agencies. So we thought that we should also motivate them, and so that's what we are.
Great. So let's talk about the recognition, the award for all that you've done for AAG, and I've seen the citation. I mean, it depicts everything. How was the feeling? I mean, knowing that the institution that you served for 25 years cherishes you and values your contribution.
It was gratifying and nostalgic as I stood there and looked at all those who are in the helm of affairs of AAG, and the fact that they passed through my training team, because some of them came from the university without any marketing background, so we have to introduce the training to build their capacity. So it was amazing starting there, and I'm grateful for the thoughtfulness that we have put into it, and so I am happy that I can move on to my next level in my life and do other things for the industry. So I'm out of AAG, but I'm not out of the industry because it's in my DNA.
Oh, after 60, you're not done yet?
No, I'm done. I'm not refired.
Oh, I thought you were done.
What?
You wait for us to come and consult you.
No, what I say, so that is the consultancy, it's part of working, isn't it? So I'm not going to sit in the house to consult. I'll be in my office and say, and engaging around the industry, so where it's not retiring. In UK, they retire at 67 and 68, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, let me say that we've also been joined by Beryl Ejekum, CEO of Echo House. Israel Lai is also here, Executive Head Influencer Africa. And they're here because they won the prestigious Media Agency of the Year award. Congratulations, Beryl, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Great. So tell us, I mean, at Echo House, I mean, how you see this award. How did you do this? How did you achieve all the awards that you've won? And I'm counting. I've actually lost count. Gold for digital branded content. Gold for best use of social media. Then you have silver for Guinness Real G's Dad. Silver for excellence in PR craft. Silver for excellence in social and influencer campaign. Silver for Telecell Cell Time. Father's Day. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Beryl, people are doing something wonderful there. Tell me about it.
I think we've been cooking. We've been cooking for a long time. I think maybe since 2009, when we started advertising, the idea for us has always been to run a very audience-focused conversation when it comes to brands. And so we are always interested in what the audience is looking for, what they understand, and then we try and find a good way to plug our brands in. So that's basically how we run. We are 360 marketing agency, which is also not something that's very common here. So usually an agency would have a focus, one or the other, but we realize that the audience, or the person you are talking to, is not BTL or digital, or their interfacing is mixed, and so they leave the house and they see a billboard. They get to where they are going to and they may experience some BTL or experiential. Digital is something they own throughout the day, their commute. Traditional media, they're probably listening in their car. So if you're looking at them, you have to look at them across all the different touch points. And so that's basically how we have grown over the years. And so this is great. I mean, I think the team is very excited. Today they are taking a walk up the Blue Mountain to celebrate.
Okay, are you there with them?
No, I couldn't make it.
No, but just to chip in, just to cement what she's saying, within the industry, for Echo House to win the Media Agency of the Year is a bit, it's a bit strange because it's not a pure media agency, right? But she says something. She said 360, meaning that they cover all grounds within the advertising space. There are strong media agencies in this country, but they didn't win. And the reason is that this Platinum Award cuts across not just media craft or media per se, but it goes beyond that and covers places like PR, integrated campaign, social and influencer. And Echo House was found in all these areas winning awards, across these areas. So really.
Yeah. And talking about winning awards in all these areas, I see one here, and I know Israel would understand why I'm choosing this one. The silver for excellence in social and influencer campaign, the Pepsodent Ibusa campaign. Being celebrated. Yes. I mean, tell me the feeling, because I now understand our charts.
Okay.
When it comes to some of these things, but Israel, how's the feeling like?
It's a great feeling. I must say that my story at Echo House so far, as in being at Influence Africa, which is part of Echo House, has been a really exciting one. I joined them and I got to experience the vibrancy they have in the organization. It's an organization that's made mainly of very young people, and these young people turn out to be some of the most talented in the industry. So yes, you see, all this, like, they're full of life, and there's so much creativity. They're going about doing some wonderful things. And I think that's one of the things that actually sets Echo House apart. It's about it's the youth. And Echo House also tends to understand the youth and the culture, how they reason, so that's all of that together has gotten me to really enjoy my time with them, and I'm also learning at the same time. So this award, great feeling and all that, but I dedicate it to the young people who are with the creative team, and they're doing some great work, and this is actually just the beginning. It was quite humbling, I must say, when I had to go on stage, and it was Professor Bob Hinsing, who handed over the plaque to me. And when I was going up, I went up with one of my team members, a young lady, and later on when I was looking at the photos, I was looking at myself, the OG, with the very young lady who was with me, and Professor Bob Hinsing,
belonged to that generation,
and the fact that it for me at that point, it looked like we are handing over to these young ones, because really they are the future. But I'm happy that these young ones who are the future have stepped up. Because in the auditorium we had all these OGs. I also felt humbled that I was. Let me backtrack a bit.
Okay.
When I started started working at TV3, I was doing voiceovers, and I was doing voiceovers for Lintas, back then.
Today's Marlon Lowe.
Today's Marlon Lowe. And there was Barbara Davis and all of them. Now, here I find myself having moved from, media, traditional media, gone into new media, and I'm getting to, hobnob with these greats.
The ancients of the industry.
Francis Daze, Atu Afo was there.
Joel Netty. I mean, that's
Joel Netty. All these awesome people who were there. So for me, it was a really humbling feeling. But at the same time, I felt that it was good that these young ones that we're handing over to are actually stepping up to the plate.
For those who don't know about Influencer Africa, what do you do?
So we connect brands to influencers. Influencers have become so critical when it comes to advertising these days. In fact, influencers have been influencing people for a long time. These days, because we have social media, they become more prominent. So what we do is, unlike previously when if a brand is looking for somebody to influence their product, to just go and see them, and often you'd hear them maybe post on social media saying maybe come and buy this product and all of that. What we do is a scientific approach to it. So we first of all look out for the best fit of influencers. We investigate the background of the influencers to find out their audience and what the people who follow them for. So then if a brand comes to you and a brand says that I'm looking for influencers to push this product of mine, then we're identifying the kind of influencers who will be the best fit for the brand. So we select, and then we also design a campaign, because in influencer marketing, it's not supposed to be so obvious that you're selling to the people. It has to be in such an organic manner that the people who are following these influencers don't tend to realize that they are being sold to. So you have to find a way of integrating it into your content. So actually, it's mainly about content creators and how these content creators can creatively plug a brand without making it so obvious. So we'll have to design the campaign for the brand, and also do monitoring. And in addition to all of that, we also come up with our own initiatives. We call them owned campaigns, where we design something which I usually will call a a reality show based on social media where you find influencers who play in a certain space, take them out to go have fun or go about their business. And then while they're going about this business, then you plug in the brands. Then again, it hasn't become so obvious that you're selling to the people. The people are going about their way of life. And then while at it, you plug in the brands seamlessly. So essentially, that's what we're doing at Influence Africa. And we there's a science to this, and which is why I'm saying the people we engage, our influencer strategists, influencer managers, that's the way we've trained them to get to approach influencer marketing.
Great. Let me get back to you, Beryl. Finally, how's this award going to spare you on?
I think it's like Visual said, it's the beginning of a lot to come. We have grown over the years from a magazine into a 360 agency, and then we are starting to also spread in Africa. So basically, we are set up in Liberia, we are set up in Benin, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and then Sierra Leone. And most recently, we set up South Africa. You know, we believe that the formula that we are working with is something that gives brands a very unique advantage in connecting with brands. And so recently, we have been appointed as the creative and digital marketing agency for John Water in Africa. And so that's sort of our direction. We have these young people who have grown with us over the years, who have moved into the country and are doing all these things, right? So I think Israel is always laughing about the fact that you see some big thing happening and you realize there's a very young person behind it. So that's interesting. But for us, how do we give brands that one single advantage across the continent so that you have one conversation with us and then we are able to set you up across, you know. That's like the first big thing for us. The second thing is that we have set up our Echo Academy, which basically, I think in the earlier conversations there was this talk about the fact that even though if advertising agencies are really sweet and are doing all these things, the universities are not necessarily training them directly for us. And so the academy is basically our platform for training. You know, we have, put it in a structure that is, I think if you want to come across, it's very surprising to them. We have a dean, we have lecturers and all that. And the idea for us is, how do we teach advertising and creative in a way that is useful, to all the monetized platforms and all the monetized industries around creativity. So that's also a second thing. We are feeling very excited about continuing in that part. And so I think those are the two things for us. We are very excited to make it happen.
All right. Thank you very much, Beryl. Before I get to Israel, Francis, does anybody you want to say thank you to? Those whom you worked with?
Yes. I want to say thank you to Manuel, who recruited me, Mr. Parsan, Mr. Gedulai, Mrs. Mokodia, and all the critique team, all the media teams that I've worked with, Dr. Dixon over the years, the managing director of Rapid Communication. Actually, when I took the appointment in AED, he was the first person I consulted because he was with Gedulai at that time, with MMRI. And then he said, yes, you can do it. So I took it up. And then Mr. Lai, Professor Timapa, and then my own mentor, Dr. Mentor, Blessed Many. I just want to thank all of them, Max Sineku, Orlando Baita, and all those who took busy 34 years working with me on the AEG Council. So now, and then the current team, Andrew and then Clarence, I want to thank all of them for Ajo and all the team. I'm very grateful that they recognize my role. And then Barbara Davies and all the team. I just want to thank all of them.
All right. Thank you very much, Francis Dazi.
Media
Okay.
on my backbone, and I'll be working with you since multimedia came on the scene. Anytime I'm back there, you will support the activities of AG, and I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Francis Dazi, marketing consultant, president of UPSA Global Alumni Association. And thank you also, Beryl Ejekum, CEO of Echo House. Israel is here with me, together with Ikojo. Israel, yes, you wanted to make a point.
Oh, yes. So, Beryl was talking about the vision that she has for Echo House. And I just want to add that it's something that I've come to believe in. She always talks about how most advertising agencies come to Africa. So the established ones come to Africa for business. Now, what she feels or she believes that we should do is set up an indigenous company, Ghanaian company, and rather go out. So that's why there's a lot of work going on. ECOWAS is doing a lot of work in country, and then deciding that let's take the same level of excellence to other countries, which is why she's talking about Liberia, she's talking about Nigeria, she's talking about South Africa and all these places that we have established ourselves in. And another thing I would want to add, I think I would want to commend the AAG for the way they went about these awards. Reason is, there are all these awards these days. Everybody starts some award scheme. Yeah. And often you're having to pay some money to be awarded. Now, this is one that's being awarded by... This recognition is significant for me because it's by your peers in the advertising industry. It's the juries that are set up for each of the award categories.
That's 60 juries. Yeah.
Yes. And so they set up these jury panels. I was on one of them, and what happens is when the award or your company has been mentioned for an award or has been nominated for an award, or you've put in an entry, when they're having a conversation about or they're judging that award, you stay out. So I was on this Gong for Goods. When it got to the time that Echo House had made we're going to consider Echo House's presentation, I had to excuse myself, and then the rest of the panel would go about it. Now, when it was all done, I received a call a few days to the Gong Awards, and it was Bob Hensing who called, and he was calling to ask me if I was actually on the panel and if I actually judged.
Because he was doing the auditing.
Yes. So they've taken the process that seriously to ensure that whoever wins an award actually deserved to win an award. And it's not something that somebody just decided that let's just. So for me, this is a significant award because it was as an award by your peers who feel that you've done something significant, and so it should be. Okay.
Finally, Ike, what's the future of the Gong Awards going forward?
The industry has become disruptive, positively disruptive. It's an industry that is evolving every microsecond because of the advent of AI and digital outbursts and all of that. So there is an awesome challenge on every agency. Now, our part is to first help in training. I know some of the agencies have their own training systems, but we will also lead. So currently, in August, I think, we're going to run a training together with Tripoli Advertising School of South Africa on how to use AI tools to enhance what you do as an agency, advertiser, whether you are a creative, whether you are a media strategist, whether you are consumer relations or customer relations, how to use AI to enhance all of those things. And I think that's what we are going now. And so what we intend to do going forward is to lift the image of Gong up to the international standard where we can, if let's say ECOWAS won or any agency won a Gong, they can put in that work at Cannes Lions or maybe the Pictures or the Luries or let's say the WAC award and win, because we haven't seen a lot of Ghanaian work winning. I put forward you did brand experience event, must be Togo or Benin. Benin, yeah, it was a very huge one. I put it on the Cannes Lion rep platform, and the kind of praises it had at the level of Cannes Lions. It was because I'm the local rep of Cannes Lions, and so I see that gradually we are moving there. And if you put in that work next year at Cannes for brand experience, I won't be surprised that you win an award. So that's what we're going to.
And Cannes
lifting the image.
Cannes is the
is our maker.
Yeah, it's the Oscars of advertising.
I see. Well, thank you very, very much. Ike who's Executive Director, Advertising Association of Ghana, and Israel Lai, who's Executive Head, Influence Africa, for joining us this morning here on the Super Morning Show. Of course, it's a holiday, so stay with us. DJ Obeto is on standby to get you into the groove.
Welcome to Spintex Plaza, where living and working blend seamlessly.
Spintex Plaza, the place to be. Furnished apartments feel so free.
Imagine coming home to a luxurious furnished apartment with everything you need.
Rooftop pool, swim under the sky. Rooftop bar where the good times fly. Rooftop gym, get fit and strong. Spintex Plaza, you can't go wrong.
Spintex Plaza, your home, your work, your lifestyle. Come see us today or call us on 0241 327 363. www.spintexplaza.net. Building or renovating? Look no further. At Interface Limited, we have everything you need to create stunning spaces.
Transform your interiors with our top quality plasterboards, acoustic ceilings, and cement boards.
Step into style with our exquisite laminate and engineered floors. And for your data centers, durable raised access floors.
Elevate your outdoor spaces with our WPC decking and fencing.
Protect your home with our beautiful and reliable roof shingles, insulation, canopies, and PVC fascia boards.
Add a touch of elegance with our beautiful POP cornices and roses.
Quality, affordability, and style all in one place. Building a better Ghana, one space at a time. Visit www.interfacelimited.net or call 0274 999 999.
Samsung Kick-Up promo is here. The more the city appreciates, the more we reduce the prices. Double price drop on Samsung LED FHD Smart TVs, UHD Smart 4K TVs, QLED Flat 4K, QLED 8K Neo TVs, and OLED TVs. Deal breaker alert! Buy Samsung OLED 65, 77, or 83 inches and get a free projector, plus a whooping discount. Samsung Duracool top and bottom mounted fridge at amazing deals that you don't want to miss. Buy a Samsung 1.5, 2.0 or 2.5 R40 inverter AC and get a free Wi-Fi breaker. Buy bespoke 4-door refrigerator and get a free glass panel. Buy 7 kg, 8 kg and 13 kg Samsung front and top load washing machines for exciting discounts that will make you smile. Rush to Electroland showrooms and authorized dealers across Ghana. Call 050-315-9739. Samsung Kickoff promo. It's a goal for savings.
It's the 18th anniversary of Dawn and Aisha, and the morning has started just great.
Grand Rising Ish Nation!
Happy anniversary, darling! But one question turns it all around.
You mean there's a lower point in our marriage than we're losing our baby?
Yes.
Oh, then this one I want to know.
In private, not online. And what begins as a celebration of love becomes a dramatic showdown.
Dawn!
In partnership with Joy FM and the National Theatre, Roverman Productions presents an original Ankelibo-wide play, Love on the Ropes, showing on June 27, 28, 29, and July 4th, 5th, and 6th at the National Theatre. Fridays at 7 p.m., Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., and Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Rate 300 Ghana cedis. Tickets available via Callbar short code *365*535# and at regular outlets or on the Roverman app. Call 050-554-6010. Sponsors: Gino Jollof Mix, Callbar, and Tilly's Tea. Communications partner: M Notify. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
For 11 years, we've taken you beyond borders. For 11 years, we've delivered memorable travel experiences. Now, it's time to see more and feel more with Adansi Travels at 12. 12 times the fun, 12 times the excitement. This August, explore the best of Europe, the UK, Dubai, Turkey, Singapore, Malaysia, Johannesburg, and beyond. With a team dedicated to your travel dreams, every journey is carefully crafted to leave you with unforgettable memories. Your journey with Adansi Travels is more than a trip. It's your chance to see more, feel more, and discover the world in a whole new way. Don't just stamp your passport, stamp it with incredible experiences. Call 0595 500 817 or 0531 008 550 or visit AdansiTravels.com to book your spot. Adansi at 12. See more, feel more.
More Cerelac for your city, more goodness for your baby. What are we talking about? The new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch is the same great Cerelac you love, now in a convenient 300-gram pouch for easy refilling of your Cerelac tin. Get the new 300-gram Cerelac wheat pouch today to refill, save, and smile. More goodness, less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
In your cup, Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Telling me what I owe you, telling me what you wanted me to give you. My darling, what is it that they told you? Telling me how they be fooling you like on me. Telling me how they be fooling you like on me. My darling, my darling. Baby, I'm giving you, my darling. Baby, I'm giving you, my darling.
And you're still live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's bringing us to 27 after 9. And have you ever thought about that true convenience and what it means for you? Well, let's keep it simple. Convenience is finding easy solutions to everyday hassles. And also, speaking of easy solutions, have you heard about M-Care from MTN and also MedPharma? Well, that's the convenient healthcare I'm talking about for everyone. So let's face it, being sick is not fun at all, and neither is waiting in long queues for healthcare. So with M-Care, all that hassle disappears. With the silver and gold packages, you get to choose between 10 cedis or the 161 Ghana cedis per month package and enjoy access to a doctor anytime, anywhere, and efficient e-pharmacy with medication delivered to your doorstep. And guess what? It comes with a life insurance cover for hospitalization, death, and also a health insurance depending on your package. Unbelievable, right? Now I ask, what's more convenient than this? So download the MedPharma app to sign up to that silver or gold package today, and it's powered proudly by MTN.
And are you a graduate from the university, polytechnic, college of education, nursing and midwifery college, or you've just completed SHS and looking for the opportunity to study your dream course abroad? You can study in countries like Australia, Canada, UK, US, Ireland, New Zealand, and many more. Now, these countries have an excellent reputation in teaching and research, and you can work part-time to support your studies and get up to 4 years post-study work visa when you've completed successfully. Application for September 2025 is ongoing, so contact Astolings to get information about admission, scholarship, as well as how to secure your study visa. Astoling is located at 4A Popo Street, East Legon. Call them on 0265 341 070. Visit their website, astolings.net. Astolings, pathway for success.
Well, so if you're not doing ASTOLinks, then probably you might be considering some courses at the University of Professional Studies Accra. The Graduate School of University of Professional Studies Accra, UPSA, is also inviting ambitious minds to join their legacy of excellence, innovation, and real-world impact. So whether you are working as a professional, an inspiring academic, or a visionary leader, UPSA's world-class MA, MBA, they have the MPhil, PhD programs as well, and LLM are designed to enhance your expertise and magnify your influence in fields such as marketing, finance, accounting, you name it. So much more there for you. But I'll give you personally 5 reasons why you should be part of that community. They offer you flexible learning options as well. They develop industry relevant skills for you. They foster research driven excellence to shape policy, strategies, and also knowledge. Then you'd also learn from the best faculty. I guess that's what everyone is on the lookout for, to be trained properly. So you gain the opportunity to join a powerful network of professionals and alumni driving change at UPSA. They don't just educate, they transform professionals into leaders who redefine industries, influence policy, and generate measurable change. So if you want to learn more, upsa.edu.gh is that website for you to visit. Then you can call them as well on 0303 958 571. You can reach them as well on 0209 978 020. Enroll today and lead tomorrow. UPSA scholarship with professionalism.
So Ghana, get ready. Something big is coming. The African Institute for Mathematical Science, AIMS Ghana, is bringing the world to Accra for the AIMS Quantum Science and Technology Education Global Event. It's from the 8th of July to the 11th of July 2025. Activities include Africa's first ever quantum hackathon, the Quantathon, an exclusive quantum education workshop. On Friday, 11 July 2025 at 2 p.m., AIMS Ghana will host the world's renowned quantum scientist, Professor Jonathan Oppenheim, for a free public lecture at the City Conference Center, University of Ghana. Call 0243 317 275 today to partner or book your seat for the public lecture. The AIMS Quantum Science and Technology Education Global Event is proudly brought to you by AIMS Ghana and Quantum Leap Africa in partnership with Open Quantum Institute, Google, the Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology, and the Ministry of Education. And it's all live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And Richard Oseinim, who's Group CEO of Coral Reef Innovation Africa, has joined us in studio. We're not talking about traveling around the world today. Good morning, Richard. How are you doing?
Very well. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. You know, for many people, when they hear your name, they associate that with traveling around the world. Wanderlust, of course.
Yes.
So, I mean, for those.
But I have a day job.
Of course, you need to have a job to be able to do that. Okay. So tell us about Coral Reef Innovation Africa, and what your broader mission is all about.
Okay, so my day job is really around building smart labs, AI labs, ecosystems across Africa. I've been doing this for about 5 years. In Ghana, I've probably built about 700 labs across the country. Okay. So if you go to any district now, you find at least one lab that we built in a primary school or junior high school. Yes, a partnership with the Ministry of Education and GS, but we pivoted to private space, and we've been building stuff in Nigeria, South Africa, Swatini, and so on. We're gradually, quietly building a Pan-African footprint. So we're partnering with banks, financial institutions, NGOs, donors to penetrate. Essentially, what are we looking to do to bridge that digital poverty divide? So if a kid is based in Nkranza, is based in Bunkpurugu, wherever they are, when we put them through our system, we're essentially preparing them for the future of work. So that's what Coral Reef does. And let me talk, as soon as I mention Coral Reef, somebody says they want to go scuba diving and so on. But essentially, we came across that name in South Africa when somebody said they were building a coral reef of ideas. So just as you have a hive, which is an ecosystem of bees and so on, a coral reef is an ecosystem of color, light, diversity, sustenance, and so on. So if you come into our environment, we support you with the skills that prepares you for the future of work.
I mean, you talked about helping bridge, the gaps when it comes to skills. I want to understand something, okay? What major skills gap have you observed in all your work within Africa? But for us, most importantly, Ghana.
Okay, I mean, the very first thing is the teacher. A lot of teachers would have gone through training college, and even IT teachers. But when it comes to coding, Python, basic AI prompting, and so on, the skills are not there. So we spend a lot of time with that. We're partners with Intel. So we do a work around skills for innovation, AI master coaches, and really bringing the teachers to par. Because if you are going to support students to be relevant for the future of work, that is important that the teachers are sorted out. So the first thing is the teachers. Second is infrastructure. We deployed a smart lab on a farm in the middle of nowhere. A farm. So if you know Mr. James Watton's farm in Kwafre and Kranza, a farmhands of about 100 farmhands with their kids. We put a smart lab in there. Within 3 to 6 months, these kids were coding and assembling robots. So the issue about infrastructure is important wherever you are based. Now we have offline devices that can deploy whatever content or learning that you want to put across. So the teacher is one, infrastructure is one. There's always an issue around funding. It's the very first thing that we are confronted with is the lack of funding. But we've devised a creative way of looking at it. So we work with CSR budgets of companies. We work with high net worth individuals who want to make impact in their communities. Rotary, Lions, Zonta, alumni of schools, and even the diaspora, so maybe in Koko community of New York that want to support and make impact in education, and in Koko we help them raise money and then we deploy. So that's a side. But so definitely on the in terms of challenges, and it's across Africa. In fact, we've come across smart labs that have been set up with all the equipment and everything that have been covered with white shrouds.
Oh, why?
Why? Because the teachers hadn't been trained, and that's somewhere in South Africa. UPSA in South Africa spent about $2-3 million building labs all over the place, devices. About 60% were stolen. So we come across all those challenges, but it doesn't deter us. I mean, 3 keywords that govern the work we do is on access, equity, and inclusion. So we've seen kids that have left here and gone, and I mean, the Methodist ladies in Mamfe, they won that World Robotics Competition twice.
Exactly.
Premper has won it, and so on. So it's not a lack of ability or our inability to understand and deliver these things, but it goes back to those 3 keywords of access, equity, and inclusion.
Great. So let's talk about Lenarium. What is it about, and how does that work?
Okay, so one of the biggest barriers to entry we realized was the cost of the device. Without a device, you cannot access any relevant information around this. So we built Lenarium as an ecosystem where we provide you with a device, content, data, and insurance. It's a bundle that you subscribe to either as a subscription service or as a pay-as-you-go service. And we're starting off with salaried employees. But as time goes on, we are partnering with MasterCard, Gates Foundation, and so on, so that the less privileged, hard-to-reach communities can also benefit from that. So you get a device, depending on where you are in your stage. It could be a tablet, it could be a laptop, it could be AI-enabled devices, and so on. So that's for the parents. But for schools that want to build smart labs as well, in partnership with UPSA, GCB, and some other partners, they fund the cost of the labs. Why? Because of the costs as a barrier. When they amortize the cost over 2, 3, 4 years, it's affordable for them to be able.
But the other question is, why now? Why now for this kind of initiative?
Okay, you must be hiding under a rock if you haven't seen the impact of AI on everything. It's affecting everything. It's now even AI is now considered the electricity, new electricity in the world. It's impacting health, agriculture, transport, everything. So you have a tension between automation, which is affecting all sorts of jobs, pending jobs, tasks, and so on. Even your job now as a journalist, I've seen an AI delivering, what do you call it, programming and so on. Yes, there are other aspects of our lives as humans, creativity, problem solving, and so on, that we still retain some edge. But the tension, we're trying to resolve the tension between automation versus innovation. With all this thing that is happening, how do we prepare our students for the future of work? How do we prepare them to take advantage of the opportunities that innovation presents, either around AI, IoT, cybersecurity, XR, VR, and so on? So that's really our mission.
Tell us about the student subscription model. How does it work?
Okay, so most students in Ghana will rely on a salaried employee or the student's loan and so on. So if you take a device, it, as I said, is bundled with content. So content specific. If you're in primary school, the BEC, senior high school, and so on, all those content is curated to you. You get access to exam questions, practice questions, and so on. So the subscription model, so depend on what you take, anything between, let me work the numbers and not to mention dollars since we are in Ghana, but say a 2,000 Ghana CD package could end up paying about 20 CDs a week or 20 CDs a month. It's really about breaking it down to bite-sized chunks that allows the students to be able to access it. So you're either subscribing it or pay-as-you-go vouchers that you can subscribe. We're in beta testing now, but we're launching a major back-to-school campaign in August to leverage the September new school year. So, I mean, once you jump on our website, there's a waiting list of, I think when we launched last week, we probably have a waiting list of about 1,000 clients that are waiting to jump on in August. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do these students, who sign on, what do they receive if they sign up, say, through a school?
If they sign up through a school, the school will have a lab that they can go in. Just like we used to go to our physics, chemistry, biology labs, they will go into a lab that is AI enabled, that will give them all the access to resources that they need. The other bit is also, we realize in our work across Ghana and parts of Africa, is that the students will have interactions in the lab for maybe 1 hour a week. By the time they come back the following week, they've forgotten or very little of what they learned the last week. And so it's important for them to have a device at home that allows them to practice and get their homework done and so on. So when they go into a lab, the teacher will instruct them, provide them with all the necessary resources and so on. And then they get support through a device at home. But Lenarium, as I said, is an ecosystem. We're using the devices and that package as a lead, but there are all sorts of other value services we're providing. So, for instance, if it's a board or owner of a school, what does the future of your school look like? How do you present or plan and strategize for your school to be a school of the future? By 2035, if a kid entering school now is dealing with a curriculum that may not be relevant by the time they graduate, how do schools, so we have boardroom 4.0, engaging schools, the head teacher 4.0, okay, so everything is around industry 4.0,
okay,
preparing students to be relevant in an industry 4.0 setting. So the board, the head teacher, the teacher, and then you get to the students. Increasingly, students used to, when we were in schools, like Baba, Chew Baba, and Paul, what do you call it? But now we've got to engage students in other aspects of their thinking and their creative problem solving, innovation, and so on.
Great. So if I want to sign on to Lenarium, I'm a school. Let's say I'm a parent.
Yeah.
Or a student, how do I do that?
You go to our website, which is www.coralreefgh.com. coralreefgh.com.
Okay.
There's a click on there to a Lenarium, what you call it. Then you sign up. We'll put you on a waiting list, and then our salespeople engage you as we go along.
Richard, thank you very much for joining us. Anything you want to say finally?
Well, I'd have to shout out to my Wanderlust boys.
No problem.
Kwabena, Franklin, Saka, and all the other guys. And thank you, Joy FM. I mean, we've been engaging Joy FM for a while. Not just Wanderlust, but we've done masterclass with Banafo in the past as well, and we look forward to more engagements in the months to come.
Sure. Thank you very much, Richard Osayinim, who's Group CEO, Coral Reef Innovation Africa, joining us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's 16 minutes to 10. Oh, how time flies. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Electroland City are picky, meaning another gargantuan price drop on top of all our existing discounts on Samsung, TCL, Media, and Nasco Electronics. This not double promotion against the dollar. Sosket! The minute the city appreciates with even a single digit, we continue to reduce prices. If the dollar drops today, we will reduce again today. Rush to our showrooms and authorized resellers across Ghana and pick your picky appliances now. Call 050-315-9739 for further information. Electroland, home of luxury and affordable appliances.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical seller shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Sasso, come tonton preko. Sasso, mi se come tonton preko. Edrana dwa me ne buseshe. Ye ha kesia ne malaria. Minya me pone me sasso spray. Every mosquito start to run away. Tonton preko, sasso, mi se come tonton preko. Come tonton preko, sasso, come tonton preko. Nani sham ne die, demo stronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hello everyone, it's me again. I know you can't wait for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2025. Well, I've got some good news for you. Registration is open. You need to be seen, you need to be heard, and you need to compete and win in this year's edition of the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament coming off on Saturday, August 9, 2025 at the University of Ghana Stadium. Registration is very simple. Call or WhatsApp 7 on 0540-106466. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2025, powered by Joy Sports, the thrill of the game.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet. On Joy 99.7 FM.
Asa money, 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 asa money.
So live here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. But you know what? Before we go, let me tell you that Roverman Productions, in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, presents an Uncle White special play, Love on the Rope. So, on their wedding anniversary, their fighting gloves were laced. Dawn, a retired boxing champion turned politician, they spent years guarding a secret that is potent enough to destroy his marriage. Aisha, his wife, a bold, brilliant influencer of Ish Nation and social media sensation, wants the whole truth from her husband, and she wants it live on her podcast with thousands watching. What begins as a celebration of love becomes a dramatic showdown, and it shows today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So show times as follows: Fridays, as today, 7 p.m. one showing. Tomorrow, Saturday, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then on Sunday, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 3 shows. Rate 300 Ghana cedis. Buy your tickets for the shows on the Cover short code *365 *535 hash, or on the Rover app, or via Roverman's website, rovermanproductions.com, or the usual outlet. For inquiries and large purchases, call 0505 546 010, or send a WhatsApp to 0505 546 030. You can also follow them on their social media platforms. Buy your tickets now. Love on the Ropes, sponsored by Gino Jollof Mix, Koba, Tilly's Tea, Communications Partner, M-Notify, and Logistics Movers. Roverman Productions, be the difference.
And Winston, you know that in every community, the skyline is dotted with uncompleted buildings, some at the foundation level, others at the roofing level. So each one tells a story, a dream, a home in the making, because home ownership remains one of humanity's greatest desires. So wherever you are on that journey, whether it's breaking ground, building up, or simply furnishing your space, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is designed with you in mind. So join us on the 25th of July this year, also on Sunday, July 27th. That's where we are, ending. So 25th to 27th of July at the EcoBank branch, Tema Community 5, opposite KFC, for the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair Second Clinic 2025. So let's help you turn your home ownership dream into a lived reality. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is powered by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and brought to you by Drive EVGH, Drive into a Sustainable Future. We have a host of partners: Virtual Security Africa, Safety and Home Solutions, Superlock Technology Limited, DPS Pipe, Elegant Homes. We have Gold Key Properties. Ayuda is also on board. Special Gardens, DBS Industries, Doormasters, Lesh Fortune Limited. We have LandlordAfrica.com, the Builders Market, the Right House Energy Limited, Syntex Tank, Interplast, Clifton Homes, and also Western Villas. So these are our proud sponsors, and EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, remember, is happening. Dream it, own it, and live it.
Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to www.kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of our branches. It is hassle-free. We'll arrange delivery to your homes and offices within reasonable time. We offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions, however, apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is our hallmark.
Is it back? Oh yes, it's back. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament is returning with lots of thrilling disciplines. Saturday 9th August 2025, the University of Ghana Stadium, Legon. Get ready for a day packed with thrilling corporate sports action. This year we've got it all, from the swimming, table tennis, 5 kilometers race walk, masters 50 meters dash, CEO's penalty, football, mixed relays, volleyball, draft, and so much more. For registration, please call or WhatsApp Slivin on 0540 106466 or visit the Joy FM front desk. Mark your calendars, 9th August at the Legon Stadium, Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Play for peace.
Great, and thank you, Israel and Ike Hujo. But look, welcome to the future of mobility in Ghana at Drive EVGH. We're not just selling electric vehicles, we're launching a movement, all electric, all style, zero fuel, zero noise. Cut your transport costs by up to 70%. That's right. No more oil changes, engine repairs, or long queues at gas stations. Drive now, pay later. no deposit, no excuses. Thanks to amazing bank partners, you get instant approval, great interest rates, and super flexible terms. Want that luxury electric vehicle? It's yours today. And when it's time to recharge, we've got you covered with XCharge EV, our blazing fast smart charging network, fully self-serve, app-enabled, and growing fast across Ghana. So whether you're a smart driver, forward-thinking business, or someone chasing sustainability goals and SDG success, this is your moment. So are you ready to ride the revolution? Drive EVGH, Ghana's #1 electric car company. For inquiries, call 0599-799-191 or 0538922722. Drive EVGH, drive into a sustainable future.
Charlie, we're talking about Drive EVGH, being a solar advocate, therefore come take me as influencer, brand ambassador.
In fact, we have to. That one I subscribe.
Yeah,
there's a long queue actually.
Oh, there's a long queue. Who else?
This one is for Issa.
Fifi is on top of that list.
Fifi. Oh, Fifi.
You know, we were at the first clinic of the EcoBank Journeys Habitat Fair at the Achimota Mall, and then Fifi just tapped the vehicle, and then they opened and we're like, hey, hasn't always seen. No, there was a lady in the car.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We just opened. But man, when I sat in the car, I was like, powerful. Oh, this guy is powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Very powerful. Yeah. So, yes, I'd want to get one myself, enjoy it. No fuel. Yeah. Just drive. Yeah. And they have, there are smart chargers in town, so you get it and you're good to go. Anyway, it's 5 minutes to 10, and it's a holiday. We'll leave DJ Obeti to.
Okay. Then let me throw in this one. So, talking about the young people who are working at Influence Africa in Echo House. I have an accounts director. She's like my 2IC. She's turning 30 on Sunday.
Okay.
And so I'm Delacia Dukono. I'm wishing her a very happy birthday in advance. And may God bless her.
Happy birthday, Dela.
That she'll give us more ideas and bring more creativity. So yes, so we can win more awards. So happy birthday to you, Delacia Dukono.
Thank you very much, Israel. But this is just our condolences to the head of public affairs of the Energy Commission, Ethel Linda Mensah. We know you love the Super Morning Show, but you're burying your late mother. That's Madam Dorcas Phyllis Dede. To rest in peace this morning. Our condolences to you. But it's a holiday. Have fun. Enjoy. But you know what I keep telling you? Charlie, if you are driving, don't drink. If you're drinking, don't drive. And I mean alcohol. Okay? So if you know that you're going to drink, get a driver or park your car and hop into one of these commercial vehicles. Do have a lovely day, and we see you on Monday. We leave you in the hands of DJ Obete.
DJ drum me la la, drop the song make me dance. Oh yeah, DJ drum me la la, drop the song make me dance. Yeah. Where the party there today?